What's up, fool? Podcast. Martin Rizzo right here, man. Co-host of the hour right here.
Yo, what's up, dude? I don't know which one to look at. Oh, there you go.
Chilling right here, man.
What's up,
It
bro?
took him an hour and a half to get here. Actually, it took him 30 minutes to get here. No traffic.
It was no traffic, bro. It was so quick. It was like it feels like the pandemic times, you know? It was good. I liked it.
Yeah, man.
The other thing is it also starts later, the podcast now, so maybe that's why, too.
Welcome, everybody. All my fellow Geminis, my twins, my Geminis, split personalities. Anybody who's celebrating a birthday today, June 11, happy birthday to you. You know what the birthday today? Jimmy O Yang.
Oh, shit. You guys have the same birthday?
Yeah, man. Also, happy birthday to me, man.
Hey, please complain.
So, man, happy birthday to me. You know how we do this. You're gonna have to leave out 49 comments.
Yeah.
About the What's Up Food podcast. That's all I ask for.
Happy 49th
or
birthday,
49 bucks, you know, to get rid of a toothbrush, so he can wash his teeth. You know how he does it.
49 booty pics, dude.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy, dude. Like for like I feel like I can remember every birthday you had. Like we've always done something. Last year or 2 years ago was Universal Studios.
I was just talking about that with Lisa.
It's been 2 years, bro. It went by so quick. Remember, that was my first time at Universal Studios.
No way.
Yeah, that's when I realized every roller coaster at Universal Studios is a TV screen, bro.
It's bad though how they do it.
It's good, dude.
It's
I
a
like
good
it.
simulation.
I like The Simpsons. That was my favorite one, bro.
Bro, I wish I could put glasses on my wife so she could feel like she's having a simulation sex, bro. Or that she has a feeling that it's taking forever, when actually it's only like 3 seconds.
That's funny, dude.
Or a woman that wants to go to Paris, but you can't afford to go to Paris, so you put her goggles, and then like she thinks she's being assaulted in Paris, bro, when you're having sex with her.
That's gonna be like, dude, in a couple years, bro, with like the way AI is going and fucking virtual reality, bro. That shit's.
Have you had AI do anything for you?
I use ChatGPT sometimes to help me like do some captions, you know. Like I'll ask Chat, like I'll copy what I wrote, and I'll be like, hey, can you make this sound more fancy? And then like ChatGPT is like basically what like a more like smarter Google. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I guess. Me, I use AI. This Friday, I had my AI out there during the protest.
Yeah. Is it your AI?
Bro, there was a couple of protesters. They jumped in front of one of those city buses, and they were tagging it up. And the bus driver looked exactly like me, bro. He was fat.
Oh, I saw that one, dude. Yeah, and wasn't he smiling or something like that? Because he couldn't do anything.
Saying, stop it.
Yeah, like come on, bro. I got work to do.
I gotta feed my family.
Not Felipe, bro.
You know, people always say I gotta feed my family. Everybody has to feed their family.
I gotta feed my. Not only do I feed. I gotta feed my landlord's family, bro. That's
When people say the obvious, like when they say I feed my family or I support the blue, I support the troops.
The Crips? Oh.
They're making it sound like you don't do it.
Yeah.
Say that, like, because that's a statement. Like, why would you say that? Everybody does. You'll be a fool not to support the troops.
Yeah, dude.
That's part of your patriotic duty.
I've always liked the cops ever since Beverly Hills Cop, bro. Like Eddie Murphy, Axel Foley, that was my favorite cop ever, bro.
Hell yeah, man. I wanted to be a LAPD when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah, man.
What?
I wanted to be LAPD, bro. I wanted to just beat up cholos all day, bro.
Fuck, dude.
I wanted to take cholos to an alley, bro, and beat them.
God damn,
then I got
dude.
beat too.
Yeah.
No, but I think every little kid, when I was a kid, because of what was put in front of our faces, that's what we wanted to be. Like, I wanted to be Rambo, dog. Rambo. I wanted that knife. Then I wanted to be Hulk Hogan, bro. I wanted to wrestle.
Listen, brother.
One time, brother.
Hey, brother.
Me and I had this friend named Ronald Page.
Ronald Page?
Yeah, rest in peace.
In the hood?
Yeah.
What was he, white or black?
Black.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And him and I, we were looking at each other. We thought that one day we were gonna be like Roddy Piper and Bad Leroy Brown. I'm gonna do something. Then, but yeah, LAPD. I went to a LAPD sheriff job fair where at our Alley City College, where the whole football field was nothing but special forces. Border Patrol was there.
What?
LAPD, Burbank PD, all the other PDs were there. Sheriffs, FBI.
Really? Like that?
Yeah, Coast Guard. And they were giving out pamphlets. And
you went to LACC?
Yeah.
You went to LA City College?
Yeah, I didn't graduate high school, but I still went.
No, but because I thought you went. Did you also go to ELAC or?
Yeah.
Wow, that's great, dude.
Actually, the job fair was at the East LA College.
Oh, okay, yeah, East LA College.
But I did go to LACC also.
I always saw like LACC. Oh, did you know that LACC was actually the first location of UCLA?
No, didn't know that.
It was, yeah. That was the first, and then I think when they first opened up, LACC was UCLA. Then after that, they I guess more people kept coming in, so they had to go to Brentwood, or where the fuck is it at? Westwood?
I felt that my whole time I was at East LA College, brother. My whole time I was there, all I remember how hungry I was, dog. Like I was hungry, bro. Like
Really?
for lunch, I had no money. But I used to break into vending machines, bro.
Damn, dude, fucking.
I was hungry.
Bro, it's funny because like I went to East Lake College too, and I remember when I went there, the cafeteria was a taco truck, bro. Like it was, like they had a taco truck right there, and they would give. I mean, that was the cafeteria.
When you were in East LA College, do you remember? Okay, there's a big cafeteria where everybody goes, right?
Yeah.
And then there's the vending machine by the bus stop. I don't know if it's still there.
I think
but I used to call that my vending machine because that's the one I just break into. And then, you know, by the auditorium.
Yeah.
And then there's some bungalows. Was there ever a snack bar when you were there?
Yeah, there was. Yeah.
Still there?
Yeah.
That lady made bomb grilled cheese.
It was, dude. Okay, so
I just speak to her in Spanish. Otra señora, por favor, tengo hambre.
Because when I left, I think that's when they start, around the time when I started going there, they start remodeling the whole place. Right now it looks nice, bro. It's fucking gorgeous. They have the Vincent Price Theater right there. It's nice, man.
You think that little snack bar is still there?
I think it probably is.
So me and my friend Emilio Garcia, shout out to Emilio, that fool and I used to go over there and like buy grilled cheeses, bro, or whatever they had. We used to call it the Hidden Valley Ranch. Because it was hidden, right? It's hidden.
It was, yeah. The grilled cheeses, I feel like, do you remember that one restaurant that was in Hollywood Boulevard or Hollywood Boulevard? It was nothing but grilled cheeses, and they went out of business because like you can't have a whole restaurant that's just about grilled cheeses, bro. Like that's something you get at Denny's or fucking rest in peace Coco's. Remember?
I don't remember the grilled cheese one.
There was a what
was they called just cheese or Cheese Whiz?
I forgot what it was called, but it was just like an all grilled cheese like restaurant. Because I guess they're trying to be, I don't know, man. You can't just be grilled cheese, bro. Like there's so much you can do with grilled cheese.
Just like that restaurant that was over there in West Hollywood by the LGBT community. It was called a Million Shakes, and all they sold was shakes.
That's a shake.
Any flavor shake, bro. Like you think about it, what you want to put in there, they'll put it in there.
The thing about okay, the melt. I think it's called the melt.
The melt, yeah, I heard of the melt. The melt bomb.
Yeah. I think it's still there, but I don't think it's not that popular. Or no, it's not the melt. It's something else, bro. It was right there on Hollywood Boulevard, and they closed down. And there was also another restaurant in Whittier. They closed down because it was nothing but fries. It's like a fries restaurant. Like they try to do everything with fries, cheese fries and stuff like that. But that's what you can get at a fucking. You can get that at fucking Carl's Jr. You can get that at the Hat, bro. Like that's like. Those are side orders,
but you gotta make good fries, bro. Like if you were to make like Belgian fries, like do in Amsterdam, it's about the sauces, bro. You just can't have fries. Like if you were to make sauces, like good sauce, like oh man, what is that sauce? Oh, that's birria consomme mayonnaise we put over the fries.
Damn, bro.
No mames, bro. Jalapeno mayonnaise. Guy, look at that dog, yum.
Okay, I know you've been vegan for a while, but have you ever had the waffle fries at Chick-fil-A?
No, I never even ate Chick-fil-A.
Bro, okay. Dude, you ever had the Polynesian sauce? Bro, I'm gonna bring some next week. You're gonna dude, oh my god. How good is it, Ray? Ray? I get out of here. I get out of here, bro.
He's trying to go there on Sunday and say, you know what, screw this. But have you done that thing they do on the even though when people do a food hack, they should just call it how to add 2,000 more calories to my sandwich.
Yeah.
But that one looked delicious, bro. Like if I was a meat eater, that's probably one of my first go-to that I would try.
Chick-fil-A?
No, it's the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich, right?
Yeah.
And then they dip it in that sauce, like a real. They dip it in that one sauce. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
I'll bring you some when I come back to do a podcast. I'll bring you some sauces they have so you can dip your fries in there, bro. It's so fucking good.
Like, I go to Whataburger for the spicy ketchup.
Yeah, dude. I had so much Whataburger this fucking weekend in New Mexico.
You were in New Mexico? How was it? Hot?
It was hot, bro. It was fucking, dude. We're at a casino, so we're just gambling fucking like crazy. I won $40, so I had to.
I was at a one-nighter in
The Midwest. Let me read the comments.
I was in
Donde mendigo? Dime, güey.
with Jay Lamont, Tulsa, Oklahoma, bro.
The Tulsa King, bro?
Hell yeah, bro. Shout out to Tulsa, Oklahoma. A lot of people that used to see me at George Perez show showed up.
Really? What? They all like
Transplants, dog.
they all went over there, bro?
They moved over there.
Holy shit, dude.
It was a good crowd. Also, man, shout out to there's a homie that I grew up with. Well, I grew up with his sister. She dated my brothers.
Brothers? Like she dated all the
Kathy.
brothers?
This guy, he started a medicinal company in Oklahoma City. Shout out to Biscuits.
Oh shit.
Yeah, man, it's a Biscuits. And that's the name of the company, and they have gear that says Biscuits, and they have a good flour out there. So if you're in Oklahoma City, look for the brand Biscuits. Grab them in the Biscuits.
Oh yeah, dude. You know what I'm excited for? Bojangles are coming to LA.
Bojangles.
Bojangles, homie. Dude, those fucking biscuits.
Shut
bro.
up, Bojangles is coming to.
Yes, bro. I looked it up. Hold on, let me see. When is Bojangles?
That's gonna beat out Raising Cane's.
Okay, so Cane's, I remember when the first Cane's opened up in 2016, it was in Downey. That was the only one in LA County. Do you remember that, Raymond? When Cane's first opened up in Downey? So the only location was in Downey for like many years. So like they had a crazy long lines. So like that was the only place to get Cane's. Now I'm fucking over it, dude. They're everywhere. They closed down. That's why because of Cane's, they closed down fucking Bruce's Lounge. And Bruce's Liquor, bro. Like, and now there's so many Cane's, dude. But I'm excited for Bojangles, dude. Yeah, that shit's good, dude. They have the honey biscuit. Or the Cinnabiscuit. So it's like a biscuit drenched in like cinnamon.
So when you were in New Mexico, did you eat fry bread?
We went to a we stopped by the Native American spot. I did have fry bread. It was good.
Did you get it?
I did, yeah.
Did you go to that any tourist places?
I checked out like all that Native American stuff is expensive, bro. Like I was trying to like get
Hey.
I was trying to get some. Dude, there's so many Native Americans that went to the show, and I called this one girl like, "Oh, you look like Pocahontas," and she's like, "Oh." Like, what, is that wrong, bro? Like,
was she getting on board and they were going, oh. She got mad?
She got offended. Like, dude, she's a real person, Pocahontas, you know? She's actually a real person. I didn't know that. I thought she was a Disney character.
Pocahina?
Pocahina, homie. Pocacholas, homie.
Oh, wow. I can't believe she got offended. You did a casino or a theater?
It was the comedy club inside the casino.
Oh, the homeboy, Quesada.
Yeah, homie.
Was he there?
No, he wasn't there, but all the pictures were there.
Shout out to Stephen Michael Quesada.
Yeah.
He was Gomez in Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
And now he owns a comedy club called Quesada's Comedy Club.
Yeah, dude.
So support La Raza, bro. Stephen Gomez, man, support his if you live in the Albuquerque area, support his comedy club. And he's bringing a lot of young comics.
It's funny. Bryan Cranston has a tequila company.
And he has it there?
Yeah. He has it there, and we got some. It's pretty good, dude. It's actually pretty good.
I should sell my roof pizza, bro.
Yeah.
You know, because they do that pizza on top of the roof?
Yeah,
Roof pizza. No?
Because, so that lady gets mad because every time people go there, right, and throw pizzas up there.
She like the new Cebolla of Boyle Heights.
What do you mean Cebolla?
Bro, I know I said this before, but it's sad.
Dime, way.
Oh man, when we used to when I was in high school, people used to go to this lady's house, and she was like that lady from Breaking Bad with
pizza?
with a pizza, like shooing people off, get the fuck out of here. But this lady was an Asian lady. They used to call her Cebolla, and that lady will get mad if you park in her driveway. So dog, everybody that was a 12th grader, like that was the rite of passage. Like after the big football game, to show up and park in her driveway, and then she'll come and start chasing everybody, bro. Fuck you, Cebolla, they would say.
Which means translates to onion.
Onion, and then she would chase them with a broom, bro, and beat the fuck out of them or chase them. Basically, they're just messing with an old lady, but that's what they would do. And bro, and sometimes you would look at the flyer, and oh man, this week at the CSO, Teddy Boys, DJs, also special appearance by La Cebolla for Boyle Heights. Then people would laugh.
But I feel like
people will do that, bro. Like people people will be on, like high school kids will be on dates, the one that were lucky enough to have cars, and like they have a chick, bro. What you want to do? And the chick would look at her and go, let's go fuck with La Cebolla's house. So they will go drive like to her house, and then like reverse in their driveway, and put their lights on emergency and wake up the whole neighborhood with a honk, bro. And she will always come out with a broom and try to jump in the car, bro, and attack.
I feel like if a location like that is shown in a movie or a TV show, it's always like no matter like if it's only one movie, like no sequels, like Blood In Blood Out, El Pino, bro, Home Alone. We've been to the house a bunch of times, and when we went there, it's constant flow of people throughout the day.
Still El Pinos?
El Pino, there's always people on the weekends, bro. You go there. So one of a house right there by El Pino, mad gentrified, bro. Hipsters.
They don't even know why people visit El Pino.
Yeah, they're confused. Like, what's El Pino, dude? Dude, but El Pino, every weekend, there's always people there. What's it called? We went to the Home Alone house, remember? People throughout the whole day were just there.
Oh, man, remember the little kid came on and yelled out, Kevin.
Cat.
Arabs, bro.
Yeah. People come from far away, bro. So it's just like,
imagine people coming far away just to take a picture of the Home Alone house.
Bro, and even here, people go to the Burger King right here in Burbank because of Back to the Future, where he skates by. It's like a quick scene, but
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy, bro. Or what else is there? Like fucking East LA stuff. People always go to East LA. Like I feel like we do if we
bro
like buy shuttles and we do an East LA tour, you know?
Dog. You know Comic-Con, right?
Yeah. Cholo-Con.
You know that anybody could be on Comic-Con, right? Like if you're part of a special movie, you'd be on Comic-Con.
Yeah.
I stumbled in a rabbit hole. You ever see Shawshank Redemption with Morgan Freeman? Yeah. Remember Fat Ass? The dude they beat up in the beginning of the movie. I'm not supposed to be here.
He's only there for a scene?
I'm not supposed to be here. And then like all the convicts, they betted which one of the convicts was gonna start crying before the night. And some people betted on Dufresne and some people betted on this guy. And this one guy, he betted on the fat dude, right? So anyways, the fucking the fat ass, he's in everybody's fucking with they're all saying like crazy shit, like testing them, right? Oh man, don't be scared over there, man. You're gonna be fine, honey. You're gonna be fine. And over there, man, you're gonna be fine over there. Hey, don't speak to my baby like that. He's gonna be with me tonight. I'm not supposed to be here. And then one of the comics goes, and it's fat ass by a nose. Because he betted on the fat dude to be the first one to break.
Yeah.
He's scared. So then he starts going, I'm not supposed to be here, right? But he starts going more crazy. I'm not supposed to be here. And then like there's another man, shut the fuck up now, man. We're just playing, shut the fuck up. Well, anyway, that's a long...
So that guy...
The guy, I found out who he was, right? So he goes to Comic-Con as he's older man now. He goes to Comic-Con. His name is Frank Medrano now. He's an actor. Frank Medrano. I think he's Italian.
Hey.
And he goes in as Shawshanks, and the bottom it says fat ass.
And is that his only credit?
Yeah, for Shawshank.
Wow.
And the warden, bro. The warden goes. He goes. We got 2 rules here. My rules in the Bible. That dude, all right, and then one of the guards, right, and another. Oh, bro, one of the ladies who had no lines. She's a bank teller.
And she goes
a fucking bank teller.
Okay.
Look, that's a fat ass right there with a hat, right? And then there's Frank. There's the bank teller at the end of the movie, bro. She goes to Comic-Con with the same group, right, bro? Morgan Freeman doesn't do this, right? Because he's big time.
Oh, he doesn't need to.
Right. But in the movie, there's a picture of him when he was young. Just a picture.
He still looks the same.
The real guy from that photo shows up to Comic-Con too.
Really?
No lines. They just show his photo. And he goes as Red when he was 21.
See, the thing about these
and
things...
they're making money because they all take a picture together. They charge $100.
They go in as a group.
Yeah.
Kind of like when we went to the Comic-Con in, what was it? What part of Texas was it? It was me, you, and Johnny, remember?
Fool, it was the Puerto Rican side.
Yes, and we saw, remember we saw fucking,
Black.
Damien Chapa was there. And then we saw that one guy that was like in all these movies.
Apocalypto.
Apocalypto was, we went
He should have been in there.
But he didn't have a booth there. And we were telling him, bro, you gotta be on the shit, dude. But remember we saw that one homeboy that looked like this skinny cholo, and he was in all these like movies, like
SWAT.
Yeah, you know, like and The Watch and fucking shit like that. But like, I don't remember him, but he's doing that shit and he's making money, bro. Because people are like, oh, okay, you know what? Yeah, I have seen you. I remember, you know. But they're making money, bro.
I need to be on something. I guess if you were to be on a show like a nerdy show, like something that they're gonna actually like. You're like my episodes of Superstore.
You can do, dude. I feel you could do that shit,
yes,
bro.
Cody, huh?
Cody, and then you have fucking
a show with all the extras.
Yeah, Blue Beetle, bro, and you have a whole bunch of fucking shit, bro. You can fucking do that shit, dude.
I think I could show up, bro, if I hook up with the background of Superstore, like the little Hawaiian fool.
The old lady.
The old lady. She passed away, the chubby guy.
Yeah.
And then I'll be the only one with speaking.
Bro, you just need to make a fucking banner,
I still have the outfit, bro. I still have the jacket, and I still have the name tag.
Dude, there you go. Dude, I would say try it one weekend to see how it goes. And bro, I'm pretty sure, because like you, dude.
Oh, people maybe they want just a picture just because Felipe Esparza.
Yeah. No, for real, dude. It'll be a combination because they know who Felipe, what's it called, Eric Andre.
There it is, bro. Like me, I could go with that Hawaiian lady, bro, and take photos.
She's funny, bro.
She's funny.
Nico, dude, because you have, Eric Andre, you have this, you have your banner will be full of all these fucking characters, dude. I would say try it, bro. That'll be, like, just, para ver nomás qué va a pasar, you know?
Be all sad.
Nah, dude. You have more credits than most people, dude.
Thanks for giving me credit. What's up, Full Pocket? We got MartinRizo right here, man. You're on. Where's Stephanie at, eh?
I need to get muscles, bro. I feel so puny. I don't know.
You look pretty buff from here.
Really?
Like Keanu Reeves.
I think the camera does that. I don't know. I think it just feels weird, dude.
Maybe the way you're sitting down.
I think it is.
You know,
it is.
If you had a seat cushion, you could put it behind you.
Like when I go to the barber, bro.
Yeah,
they put
behind your back.
Oh yeah.
They'll push you forward. You still go to the barber? I thought your mom cut your hair.
No. Okay. So I go to the barber every 3 months.
That's good. That's good.
So I have it timed. Last time I went to the barber was May 31st. No, March 31st. So it's coming up. Cause like, I don't know. Homeboy that came last week, JR, he gets a haircut every 2 weeks. That's crazy, you know?
I think that was crazy, bro. How many?
2 a week?
That's too many.
But he has a look he has to keep, you know?
He has 2 haircuts a week. That means like every twice a week, right? So that's twice a week. How long does a haircut last? For that haircut right there, that bullet head.
Okay, so I feel if he doesn't cut his hair, maybe like in a week.
They shave it, huh?
He has the fade or the skin fade, but if you want to keep that same look, you need to keep going back. Because I
I'm pretty sure he gets a shave haircut also, man, for his beard and everything,
Yeah,
his
you have to,
trim and his nose.
But there's people that do that. I know the people that always get haircuts like every week, or every 2 weeks. But
why don't you start dating the barber, bro? You're gonna spend that much time with him, bro.
like me, okay, so I get the way I get my haircut.
He already gets mad when you see other barbers. So that's a relationship.
So me, I get a number 3 on the sides, all right? A number 3, because I don't like this. I used to get the skin fade, but I don't like it anymore, Like, I feel so naked. So I went through different phases. I used to get one time I used to get like a 1 or a 0, like skin, and like it was nothing but hair on top. It looked weird,
So
bro.
back in the day before comedy, right?
No, during comedy, bro.
Wow.
I went through my different phases, and then now I do number 3, and I cut like an inch off because my hair is curly, so if I cut too much, it will just bunch up. So every 3 months, So I think that's a good time, right? What about you? You got a trim or what do you do?
I haven't got a cut in like since I cut it myself the other day, bro. Messed up. Look.
You cut. Oh yeah, you were showing us last week, bro. That's funny, dude.
I wanted to get a mullet going, and I saw this tutorial, right? And this guy said, grab this part right here. So, and then you do this, right? And you put it in a scrunchie, and then you cut the top part, the one that's not tied up.
But you gotta measure.
Then you do
right?
the other side, right? Then you do the back, same way. But me, bro, I was looking straight ahead, and I said, man, this thing could get in my face, dude.
Yeah.
So I just put it closer like this, and I went, broop. But then it looks like if you look straight ahead, man, right here, it looks like Dora the Explorer. Yeah, man.
I used to try to cut my own hair back in 2013. When I was trying to be like a pretty boy, like with the whole like nice like little like combs hair to the side. Like I used to. Oh shit.
What's up, fool? Come on in.
Let's go.
Hey, how's it going?
How are you?
Hey, how's it going?
man?
What's
Rizzo,
up,
nice
man?
to meet you.
What's up,
Rizzo,
man?
nice to meet you.
Jason.
Jason.
Randy and Jason, bro.
Let's
How's it going, guys? Hey, welcome.
All right, what do we do? Clip this
Just clip it on, man. What's up, people out there live on the What's Up Food podcast?
What's up, broski? Oh, here you go.
What's up?
That's right, people. Only on this podcast where Felipe Esparza bring twins on his Gemini birthday.
Oh, shit. Hell yeah,
It's your
dude.
birthday? It's your
Yeah,
birthday?
today, June 11th.
Oh, yeah. My daughter's June 10th.
That's good, man.
That's a great birthday.
Great.
It's a
There's
good
a guy,
month.
bro, I grew up with who had a lot of pimples. Shout out to Vacuna, bro.
He had a lot of
Vacuna.
pimples.
Yeah, we call that food Vacuna. That means
Vaccine?
yeah. Good. Back then, I
Dude,
guess.
RFK won't even hang out with him.
Use a RFK, bro.
Yeah. I was like, dude, did you have a
What's up, Food Podcast? We have the Sklar Brothers, man. They just
That's
showed
right.
up from
right.
doing a show at the Laugh Factory
That's
with
right, dude.
Sunda, man.
We loved it.
You guys
Oh,
did
yeah.
a show with Sunda, right?
Asunda. Which one?
Was
That
she there?
comedian, Sunda?
No, Sunda
No.
wasn't there. Wait, am I not? Where am I?
Yeah, you talking into your thing? How we doing?
I think
What's
you're good.
up,
Let
man?
me see. He'll tell us, Ray.
Did you guys start stand-up in New York or LA and then went to New York for a while?
What do we do?
So we
So I remember seeing you guys
Yeah,
at
New York.
first in like in 1999 at the Comedy Store.
That's right.
Dude,
that
that's
actually is right. So where did we start? We started in New York.
really
Really
started
started
St. Louis, where we grew up.
St.
Right,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, cool.
St.
I
Louis
like St.
in, like,
Louis.
90. I mean, really, the first time we stepped on stage was like 86.
Shout out to El Canal.
El Canal.
This is El Canal.
I don't want to tell you the rules of the open mic.
You know,
Oh, we know. El
I
Canal's
love
great.
that. Dude,
Loved
that's a
him.
great
that
show.
guy's the best story. He goes, one time he said that there were some lady, she wanted her money back and she wanted to talk to the owner of the club. And then she kept talking. She got in El Canal's face.
Yeah.
And he said, the owners of the Improv,
Yeah.
they're multi-millionaires. They're at home right now, sipping champagne,
I love
eating
it.
steaks.
Yeah, dude.
I am the closest you're gonna get to them.
Yeah. So I loved him, but that's where we got started. And then we were in Michigan. We were at the Ann Arbor Comedy Showcase, which I love. And then we went to New York in 1994. 94 to 99 in New York, which is a great time to do comedy in New York. Catch a Rising Star reopened. We worked there and Stand Up
really
New York and a little bit at the Cellar, but it's like Stand Up New York, Comic Strip, Gotham, Catch a Rising Caroline's and Catch a Rising Star. We did all those, and then all these
the alt movement.
great rooms like Luna Lounge, and that was all these great rooms.
You guys started in never mind. Keep going.
So we started there and then came out to LA in '99, and that's when you saw us at the Comedy Store in '99. And we got passed at the Comedy Store, which was
What year you got past?
'99. So like we come out, and our buddy Nick Swartzen is like, "You guys got to audition," and we're like, "What, dude? We fucking."
We had a TV show.
I was like, we had a TV show, and we're like, do headlining sets in New York. He's like, you got to do it for Mitzi. You just got to do it for her. He's like, I'll bring you in on a Monday, and he was so nice to us. Swartzen was so good to us. He was like, I'll bring you in, I'll tell her. And we're like, okay, so just come in on this Monday.
You got 2 minutes.
You have 2 minutes. And we're like, 2 minutes? We can't even get to a setup of a bit in 2 minutes. So we decided to do one bit. It was just one thing that we did, and so it wasn't just a bunch of jokes, and we just did the one thing. We're like, she's either going to like this or not. We get over to her table, and her hands are shaking.
Grabs our hands.
Or she was in the little, like, soft,
Booth,
like,
the
not even a booth. She was in those little chairs. She's like, you guys are great. We're like, why are you doing Louis Anderson? You guys are great. We're like, and we're like, what does that mean? She's like, you can work here. And we're like, great.
Oh, cool.
And it was just awesome because we just started working there. We worked there all the time. And, that was the dark days of the store.
Nobody showed up. Right?
Nobody showed up.
It was rough because she was getting sicker, but she still wanted to have control. So, she was kind of there, but not fully physically there. And so,
How old was she at this time? 99. Like, she must be like. But is it because she
she started
she
her
partied? Is that why?
No, I just think she had did she have Parkinson's or something like that, or whatever it was.
Some degenerative disease.
Let me get over here. Let me get into frame here.
So she had some disease that kind of, took its toll on her, and if you're gonna run that club, you also have to
be healthy.
It's a hard
run,
thing to,
and you got to run through everything that's going on. You got to reinvent the place.
And she really, from the late '70s, she ran that thing. I mean, she knew everything that was going on. She ran it all. She was great, and I'll just never forget the way that she just saw a 2-minute bit that we did, and it could not have been. I don't know. It was just a simple 2-minute bit, and she was like, "I love you guys." And we were like, oh, man, she does get, look, we liked what we were doing. Who knows what other people were thinking.
Yeah.
She got it. And we're like, oh, man, you got it from just 2 minutes of what we were doing? I love it.
Yeah.
You do know talent. And so she
was like, I'm just going to
like, you can't spot it. You can't spot it.
But also it was like she kind of like, if you think back to what she did at the Comedy Store, and how that really was the place multiple times, like in the late '70s when it was David Letterman and Jay Leno,
Robin Williams and Richard Pryor and all that stuff,
and then carried it all the way through the '80s to
Tyrese,
Dave Tyree, Tyrese Halliburton.
Tyrese Halliburton was doing comedy back then.
People don't know that these names I'm mentioning are all from the dark times.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the dark.
Is that the guy that jumped off?
A guy called Todd.
Is that the guy that jumped off?
Guy
the
jumped off the
hotel?
building.
No, that was a different guy.
And that was in the book. I'm dying up here.
Well, so then, but when we were there in '99, 2000, 2001, it was like us and Sebastian Maniscalco.
He's not what he is now.
Well, but he was kind of doing what he was doing before, but to 5 people in a room at 11:30 in the OR, and he
was unapologetic of his style and his cadence and his delivery.
You mean to tell me?
And Randy and I are watching him do this, and we're like, wait a second. He's either going to do this to nobody forever, or he's going to blow up so big.
And he did. I
And
mean,
he
the
just
guy's
did.
amazing. The guy's amazing and physical, and you know.
So funny, and you know, Bobby Lee started around that time with us. Johnny Sanchez started around that
Johnny
time with us.
Sanchez.
Freddie Soto.
Freddie Soto was there, and we was there with him all. Rest in peace. He was there with us all the time.
I love Freddie Soto.
He was amazing and part of our every time we'd hang out up there. But then, you know, you'd show up and like, you know, Dice would be on for like an hour and a half, and you just would be your slot. You'd just be watching people in front of you go.
They're like,
go.
oh, we're leaving. I'm not sticking around. You know,
Eddie Griffin too do like 4
Eddie
hours.
Griffin would do like 4 hours, and you're like, hey man, that's cool for you, but we drove down here expecting to do a set, and now I'm gonna wait for.
so we'd get like so mad, and then we did a movie with Eddie Griffin. We did My Baby's Daddy, and he was so cool and so nice. We're like, we can't get mad at him anymore.
I know. Shout out to Eddie Griffin too, man. He booked me for a show out of the blue, bro. Now it was the most I ever made for like 25 minutes
Really?
ever in my life. I mean, it
To this
paid for my
day, or?
trip to Europe.
No way.
Oh.
No way.
It was Gary Owens,
Gary Owens.
Cedric the Entertainer,
No way.
Jeez.
D.L. Hughley, and me.
Wow.
Yeah, bro, an earthquake. I think.
Damn.
I
And
love
it was
her.
like out of the blue, bro. Like, man, I heard you said I bumped you. Nah. You guys
you,
work
Eddie.
also, you know, bro. It's funny they're here. They also have a Willie Barcena story.
Yeah,
You ever Willie Barcena story?
Yeah, with Willie Barcena, right?
Yeah, I remember Willie Barcena.
Oh yeah.
But we'd have
4 Tonight shows back then.
Yeah, Willie Barcena was there. He was part of the. He was at the store back then.
Did you guys work with him when he first got his first Tonight show or second Tonight show?
Did we work with him, Rand?
Like he
When was
told
that?
you guys that he was about to do a Tonight show.
I mean, the best story is Al Madrigal. And
Yeah,
Willie
he was
Barcena.
nice. So Willie Barcena was always nice to us.
Always good
I
to
think
us.
I think he thought we parked cars at the. Which we might have, but no, he was
He's
always
like, you
good.
guys are great. It's the Brown Bonneville. We're like, I don't know what to do, man. Turn your shit around. We'll drive it around.
But no, Al Madrigal's story with him is the greatest.
Was
story.
that at
I don't want to give it. He should
Sacramento
come to it.
Punchline?
Yeah,
Yes.
Sac
Yeah,
Punchline.
I heard about
Oh,
that story.
God.
He got on the back mic and he
Did,
they're
how
both-
much you guys say that? Did he say it on this podcast?
did Al tell it?
Where'd I hear, dude? I think Al
On
did
the other
say it.
podcast, right?
I think Al said it. I'm sure who said it, but it was at the Sacramento Punchline.
Oh, yeah.
And they were co
The manager told us then.
They were co-headlining, and like they
Co-headlining.
just got into it. It was on New Year's, and like
They were
Yeah.
switching, right? And then one of them, Willie Bish, they were supposed to be co-headlining. Okay, I'll
Yeah, he told it on this.
He
yeah,
told on this show.
Al Madrigal told it on this
oh
show.
god, it's
He
Killer.
goes, where you and I co-headlining, but the Friday first show, I headline. A Friday second show, you headline.
Yeah.
So no, Willie's turn to go up first. He was late, bro, so you go up last.
go last.
Damn,
so
the
he could go.
strategy.
So he would be
and
the
he would take the
headliner.
first 10 minutes of the set and just trash the shit out of Madrigal.
Madrigal.
And Madrigal
God.
finally was like, God damn it. He got on the microphone and got really mad at him. And I was
So
like,
good.
oh my God, I'm all in for all those comedy beefs. But dude, you know us, man. You
Yeah.
just did our show. You just did our Tagged show. This is what I'm going to say about Felipe. Not that everybody watching this or listening to this podcast doesn't know about him. Dude, you're the best guy ever. And the fact that like you were doing our show and you finished your set and I was like,
We
dude,
never do this.
I never do this. And we never do this.
What?
I'm like, you have one of my favorite bits in the history of comedy. This is a bit that I like show my friends. That's right. I was like, you're doing Artudito?
Yeah, man,
Artudito.
I haven't done it in a long time. That joke,
you
and I
whipped
did it
it
with,
out and
with extra
crushed.
tags.
Yeah, Dexter
gave you
Tags.
Showing
tags.
bootleg movies, bro.
Showing bootleg movies. That
Bro, that show's tight, bro. You should do it. Anybody out there?
should do it. It's really fun. It's
So
called
you go up
Tag.
on stage, and they're up there, man. And they after you, before you get off, they give you they give you all the tags for your jokes.
So we're listening to it. We haven't heard the material. He goes through a set, and we're listening, and in our like phones, it looks like we're just going through emails. Where I'm just like,
we're listening intently, and it takes a certain kind of like skill to be able to hear what he's doing, write for a joke that already passed you by a little bit ago.
Also, it can't be like a joke that we would say.
has
We're
to
like,
be in his voice.
his voice. So we try and write,
What's
which
up,
is
fool?
what's up, fool? So it's like we got to write a Felipe Esparza joke. We got to write a Craig Robinson joke. He came on last.
It was-
we got
Oh,
we
shit.
got it right. I mean, it was fun. Justin Martindale joke. I
Oh,
mean, it's
shit,
like
dude.
Dean Del Rey. We got everybody.
So
Nasty
with Craig
butts.
Robinson, you have to write a joke and you have to write the
song.
libretto for it.
And
huh?
a
I gotta write
song,
the
yeah,
music.
you got
Song. We have to write the music.
How do you write that?
No, he went up no piano and he crushed.
He was so good.
it
He
was
crushed.
so funny.
Great, bro.
I saw you guys once at the. I was seeing you a bunch at the Comedy Store, but I was on late at night one time, and I had somebody over, and we were blazing it.
Yeah,
And
dude.
you guys have to. Did you guys ever have a show on ESPN
Yes.
two?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I used to watch that show.
It's the
So
best.
fun.
It's our
That's a
favorite.
great
Yeah,
show
man.
to blaze to.
Another, you know, it's funny, man, how everybody has that formula now
Yeah.
Yeah.
of two guys, you know,
I know,
talking
dude.
about sports.
So it was just us watching old weird sporting events called Cheap Seats, and we were just
Yeah, cheap seats.
That
we
was
make fun
us,
of
man.
Hell yeah.
How long ago was this?
This was
2004
2004
to 2000, like 2003 to 2006.
Those
but
were
we
my
did
dark times, bro.
Hell.
77
But then they
episodes.
played it till 2010 on ESPN
Yeah.
Classic, and it was
That's
so
where I
much
saw it,
fun.
bro.
It was all jokes, the
Isn't it
kind
like-
of jokes we make.
It was like it was,
kind of like internet stuff. How people do now, like
Yeah,
like
dude.
it was like
commentary.
that show where they watched the
ridiculousness.
movies,
It's like
It's like
Mystery Science
Mystery
Theater.
Science
but,
Theater.
but with
But for
fucking sports, bro,
sports.
badass.
It
So
was
fun.
We made
and
fun
we had
of
so many people
spelling
on.
bee kids.
And we had like sketch.
I like that one.
spelling kids. I'm like, did you get your hair cut on an escalator? Because it's going down like that.
You guys ever thought about bringing it back for like the internet?
So we've done some stuff. We have a Patreon where we do it for like weird sporting events at
Oh, cool,
Sklar
cool.
Brothers Patreon.
And if,
Were you-
on our Instagram, we do a bunch of that stuff, like finding
That was cool,
weirdest
man.
sports
I remember
videos.
that show.
and stuff.
super fun.
Would you get when I watched the Star Wars movie, the
Yeah.
first one? Was that you guys?
Yeah.
That was you guys, right?
What?
The Star Wars movie.
Oh, you mean that did the announcing? And
yeah,
stuff? No.
I thought it was
No,
you guys,
not
bro.
us.
we
I
wanted
wish.
it to
I
be
really
us.
thought that they both
You
got
know who
the-
that was? That was a comedian, Greg Proops, right?
A New Hope?
Greg,
Yeah.
with it calling the races.
Calling the races.
I thought it was
the
you
chariots.
guys.
You mean fucking
The announcers.
During the racing, the pod, the
Phantom
pod,
Menace.
the pod racers, yeah.
Okay, Greg Proops from Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought I
great
always thought it was
stand-up.
you guys.
Dude, Greg Proops, just talk about like, you know, there are those comedians you love to like smoke pot and just watch these comedians.
Oh my God.
Proops, to hang out with him high when you're high, he's the funniest dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Funny.
you know those people you hang out with, you get high, and
Yeah.
every single thing they say is funny.
It's hilarious.
Like he just made like
Fire.
he'd make like his eyebrow would go up, and I'd be like, "You gotta stop,
Stop it.
yeah, stop!"
And
Killing me,
so
bro.
he was a stand-up, but he was on Whose Line Is It Anyway? So he didn't really come from improv.
But,
Did he?
So he like came from the
Quick.
stand-up. Most of those people on Whose Line Is It Anyway are like deep improv dudes who like.
Except like Drew, because he's
Drew's a stand-up, and Proops he just comes from the world of stand-up. He's just really fast.
And Wayne Brady was like all like improv, right? Like, all,
Wayne
Yeah.
Brady was like improv, and he was like music.
Like he had a TV show. Does he still have a TV show? Or
I
like,
don't know.
Is he on Let's Make a Deal still?
He might
Does he
be.
still do that?
He was like,
Maybe.
he was like so big.
Oh yeah, he had his own like talk show.
He was big, but then I felt like he did a couple of like movie roles where he was like just crazy killing bitches and stuff like that. And like,
What?
you know what I mean? Like he's like, I gotta fight this image. I gotta get out of it. I can't be.
Fight it.
I can't be. Just
Well, he
no.
came out as polyamorous, and I think right, like
Maybe.
What does that mean? He likes
everyone,
Poly.
anyone, everyone.
Policies.
Yeah,
Anyone
anyone and everything.
and
As
everything
long
and
as
all
you're
at
cool
once.
as fuck.
Yeah, dude,
he's down.
anybody and
He's
everything.
down
yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever have beef with the Mooney twins?
No, we never met him.
But we met Paul Mooney.
Never.
Never met the Mooney
We met
twins.
Paul Mooney.
We
My
met his
first
dad.
time I did stand up, it was the Mooney twins.
Were they funny?
And they made me laugh, bro. It was stupid, but I laughed so hard.
Are they
'Cause-
still doing it?
Cause I don't know. Because
Wait,
there
one
was
of them died, right? Paul
they
Mooney?
were doing
Paul
they
Mooney
did a
died.
JFK joke, right?
Oh, jeez.
And okay, so I don't know how it was, but when one did the JFK joke, the other one kneeled like JFK Jr. at the cemetery. Dude, I died so hard.
That
But
is so hard. Our JFK joke is we went to in Dallas. You ever go to the like book depository?
Yes, bro.
You can go there. I'm like, why
have
do
a gift shop.
Why do they have a gift shop? Like, who's gonna buy a gift? Like, John F. Kennedy got shot, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt.
Give me that. Give me that Kennedy. Give me that Kennedy bobblehead.
Yeah, it goes back into the
It
left.
goes down and to the side.
Little brain
Back
comes
into
out.
the left.
That's right, bro. That's on the
first.
side by a little. That's on that building on the side, and do they have a gift shop?
Gift shop.
In
And,
Dallas?
bro. It's weird, like a museum, bro. Like,
Yeah, you're like, wait.
what do you see there? They got like,
No, dude,
do they
you
have
can go.
bullets?
We went to Dallas when that. Yeah, we're laying on the
Bro,
street. We're laying
you
down on
can
the
go
street.
up
You
Yeah.
can
to
go
the
up
book
to the
deposit.
6th floor and see where one of the shots
You
got
can
fired.
aim down the street.
I'm
and
not a
take
big
out
conspiracy
pedestrian.
theorist, but I'm telling you.
There's no way.
Ain't no way that bullet just hung out up there for a while and then just went down
Why-
through one guy.
I don't know
Not even
why.
like this?
Yeah, and he's driving away from him.
So you're looking. I'm not gonna get all conspiracy theorists, but because I hate that shit. But
Me
like,
too. I hate it so much. Sometimes I get caught up
hate-
in those like, I'm
I
like, am
hate
I
that
crazy?
shit.
No, fuck this shit.
no,
dude.
no.
Like,
So
I got
you-
caught up with one with Wally George.
oh yeah,
Go ahead.
let's hear it.
What was the?
Well,
I
it
hate
was way
conspiracy
off, bro.
theories, dude.
Gonna throw us all off.
It's gonna throw us all.
Yeah.
Okay,
Are we
before I
gonna start
forget,
digging in the internet?
before I forget this, we should make a sketch whose line is anyways, but we're like fighting for like a cocaine line.
Because
Yeah.
I actually listened to,
That's funny. His line isn't anyway.
I actually
Yeah.
listened to Wally George was the Orange
Oh,
County conservative
Is
guy.
that's the Republican guy? When I was
Yeah.
a kid, I used to watch it because I used to think this was like a, I don't know what it was.
We didn't have cable, so it would come up on channel 56.
Yeah, to me, it was like something.
Get him out of here!
To me,
Get him out of
To
here!
me, it was like something crazy because I was a
Yeah.
kid. I was like, what is
Yeah.
this? This is like cable TV.
So like Morton Downey.
He had white hair. He looked like like the tall man from the
Throw-
movie Phantasm that threw
All
the
right,
balls.
throw Wally
Show us
George
the
up.
Wally George.
Show us-
It was almost like Jerry Springer, but
Yeah.
a whole bunch of like, it was like, I don't know, I don't know what the fuck political parties were
But
back
you
then.
had
guys
the-
used to watch Wally George.
I was a
Yeah,
kid.
he
I was like 10, so I don't know what it was.
He had the lead singer of the Mentors there,
Oh,
bro. One
dude.
time.
Oh,
Look
there's
at
that
him.
guy. Look at this.
But the show was so
Yeah,
like,
he was
raw,
very
it was crazy,
conservative,
yeah.
conservative,
Look at him,
right,
look at him, look at
right
him.
wing all the way.
He looks like if Ric Flair
Yeah.
got a broom up his ass
He had
like
a
every
big
day.
following, bro.
You're
I
like,
remember
when was
that.
Ric Flair and the Beach Boys? I don't know.
So some
R.I.P. Brian Wilson died.
Yeah,
too.
he
Dude,
died
Brian
just-
Wilson died today.
What band was he in, bro?
the Beach Boys.
But earlier you said the Beatles, bro.
I don't say that.
You said the Beatles.
Also, so
He did, right?
He was in the Beach Beatles.
He did. He's in the
Yeah.
Beatles.
So somebody said that. So Ric Flair has skin cancer right now.
He does?
Yeah, and somebody
Not gonna beat him.
commented.
Not going to beat him.
Hoo-ha.
Somebody said a solar flare.
Just a flare up, bro. Hey.
Just a flare up. He's a
So,
he's a private jet flying, limo driving, skin cancer having.
Melanoma guy having.
Woo! This guy, dude, I saw this documentary where like he talks about his drinking problems.
Oh shit, dude.
Non-stop drinking. He's been I think he drinks like
Still.
30 beers a
yeah,
day.
Bert Kreischer, bro. Tell you.
Yeah.
Dude, can I tell you a crazy Ric Flair story? So Jay and I, because we did the sports show, like, you know, we did a lot of sports things. So went to the University of Michigan. That's where we went to school and are still close and connected to the athletic department. So many years ago when Jim Harbaugh was first the coach, he's now the coach of the LA Chargers. But when he was first the coach of Michigan, they did this crazy recruiting event called the Signing of the Stars, where they like did you had all these people there and they were going to announce who were the recruits.
No, they had like music. Like Migos was there.
Migos, damn, dude.
Migos was there, and then
Tom
like
Brady
Tom
was
Brady
there.
was there. Derek Jeter was there.
Jim
and
Leland was there.
I hosted the show. Jay couldn't be there because he was shooting a pilot in L.A.
I was shooting a pilot for what was the
True TV.
True TV.
So I'm there. So I'm there. I'm hosting the show, and I have a little like earpiece in my ear that the producers who are in the truck. It's live. So I'm there, and the producers. Ric Flair is on the show.
Oh shit.
Ric Flair goes up to the podium and he starts talking, and I'm looking at the teleprompter. He's not saying any of the words.
No, he's
on the
off. He's off.
He's
book.
off the prompter.
He's off book.
He's just talking, and the producer in my ear is like, "You got to get him off." I'm like, "Me get Ric Flair off? I'm not gonna get him off the stage." Like, you
slammed, bro.
put
Dude,
me in a
Dusty
figure four-
Rhodes couldn't get him off.
Put me in a figure four leg lock. So I'm like, dude, you can't. I'm like, I can't get him off. I'm like shaking my head. Like they're like, you got to get him off. We're running late.
Three
So-
women couldn't get him off
That's right.
in the hotel room earlier.
So he's
Hey,
like,
yo.
hey. So he's
tapped
like,
out.
so there's like one.
Allegedly, homie.
So there was like one little brief, like he paused for a second, and I'm like, Ric Flair, everybody, Ric Flair. I come up and like, yeah, Ric Flair. And I like put my arm around him, like, everybody, Ric Flair, let's give it up.
Trying to
It's like
walk him off the
4,000 people trying to
stage.
walk him on stage. And as I'm walking, John Harbaugh, who is the coach
Of the Ravens.
is sitting on the couch behind me, and he's like, hey, Rick, come on over here. Why don't you tell another story about wrestling? And the people in my ear are like, get him the fuck out of here. I can't
Why would you
Rick
do
Flair.
that? So then Randy had to get him off the couch.
Get him off the couch, and I'm just like, oh, Ric Flair.
God damn.
Oh, buddy. But he's pretty amazing, dude.
He's got stories for days,
Holy
man.
shit.
Dude, we had Roddy Piper on our podcast
R.I.P.,
right before
bro.
he died.
R.I.P.
Right?
10 days before he died.
10 days
He was on our podcast, and we're like, dude, we loved you because you were funny.
Yeah.
You got
He got
the
over on the
joke.
crowd. You know what that phrase is? Getting over on the crowd is when you turn the crowd against you. Andy Kaufman did it when he went down to Memphis and made everybody hate him. Ric Flair did it sometimes, but Roddy Piper did
Piper.
it all the time. So much so
Chingo
that,
Bling too, got everybody to hate him.
yeah,
Yeah.
Chingo Bling.
Chingo Bling.
He's a comedian.
Now everybody loves him.
Now everybody
Got over on
he
the
got
crowd.
over on him.
Yeah.
He's a comedian who.
Who's Chingo?
He's a comedian who was like.
He got
crazy.
manga when Trump lost, and then everybody hated him.
So
But now everybody likes him again.
yeah. So he was ahead of his time. I guess.
He was ahead of his time.
Because he started off as kind of like, they can't deport us all, and then he went like MAGA, and then like it was kind of like when a wrestler, your favorite wrestler, turns like heel,
Yeah.
like that.
He's like he's now driving the boat that is deporting people away.
Yeah.
That's okay. Hey, man, he's working. He got a job.
Yeah.
I give him credit.
Shout out to Chingo Bling.
Chingo Bling.
Yeah.
Ric Flair was, when they started off as a heel?
Ric Flair, he went back and forth.
He went back and
Yeah.
forth.
So, but Ric Flair was so cool that, like, even when he was a heel, people are like, I love this guy.
Yeah, so Roddy Piper.
He kind of, yeah, and Piper just was funny. So at the end of interviewing Piper, he like,
Microphones go off.
no, he was,
did he-
this
what
on
was
the
he
show.
oh, yeah, he did
on the
say
show, he looks at the two of us. He looked at the two of us in the eyes, and he's like, man, I get what you guys are doing. And we're like, wait, is he going to like
What do you mean? You
punch
get
us
what
right
we're
now?
doing? I
Like,
don't know.
get what
I
you're
don't even
doing.
get what we're doing.
And he's like, and we just waited for him. He paused so long. He's like,
keep
it up.
doing, keep going.
keep doing it. Because he saw that, like, we just
He could tell we were having fun with sports in
take
a way
the piss
that
out of sports the way he did. And he's like, I love it. And afterwards, we're like, dude, that was the great. Thank you so much for what you love about him is that he put everything into it. I'm like, this is a podcast interview, and you're giving us everything you got, dude. You're amazing. And then 10 days later, he died. And I'm like, we killed. I'm like,
maybe we put too much
we
pressure on
fucking
him.
killed him.
He gave us too much.
we killed Roddy Piper, man.
So I'm sorry.
Sorry, Roddy.
We're the heels now.
Because he started like a comedy tour right before.
Yeah,
like,
dude, he did
yeah.
comedy. Oh, dude, this is the craziest thing ever. The stabbed in the heart. Okay.
So the story of this show, he told us, was that after one of his gigs, he was in the hallway.
No,
outside-
he came in the conventions.
in
the
outside
stadium.
in the arena.
There's fans waiting to say hi to him, and he comes out afterwards and says hi to all the fans. He's talking to kids and whatnot, and they
He
love him.
sees some guy, some drunk redneck guy, holding a knife like this,
Like
dangling.
swinging the knife,
Swinging
like,
it.
like you don't know how to hold a knife. And
Yeah,
he's like,
I'm scared.
Yeah, but giving him the evil eye, like I'm gonna mess you up. And he went over to the guy to be like, "Hey, man, there's kids around here. Like,
don't swing that
why
knife
don't you
around.
not do that?"
And he takes 2 steps over the guy, and the guy
Flipped the knife.
into his hand,
Like a greaser?
No, like he knew what he was doing with
got
it.
into a stance,
Like
and
he
then
hustled him.
And before Piper, Piper's after a match. Before he knew it, the guy
Stabbed
stuck it
him.
right here,
Above, like
Piper?
yeah.
just under his heart,
Yeah.
or just around his
It's
heart.
like if he moved an inch in either way, he would have been dead.
would have been dead. And
It's like in the 80s, early
he's like,
80s.
I could not believe it. He said, in that moment, I realized, I don't know, it's like that episode of Atlanta. Remember that episode of Atlanta when he's in the woods and there's that guy who's like, just like a crazy guy out in the woods and Paperboy's out there and he's just like, this guy's harmless, whatever. And then the guy flips a knife on him. Is like, give me everything you got. I was like, craziness.
So it must have been a fan who probably thought wrestling was real. And he was like, you fucking junkyard
yes,
dog.
totally,
Yeah, you
totally.
beat-
Yeah.
Big John
I
Studd.
thought you were
to
talking
them.
about the scene also where
Yeah, dude.
his when Paperboy's in the middle of nowhere, like in
the
town,
woods.
In the woods.
and some fans walked up to him and goes, "Oh man, we're big fans." And he goes, "Oh, you here by yourself?"
Yeah.
And they put a gun on him and he punched the shit out of one, right?
That's right. I mean, there's that too.
I mean,
Yeah.
do you fear that? Do you ever
Hell
fear
yeah!
that
When I'm
you
on
get up-
myself,
Yeah.
and then like 5 dudes. Remember that one guy wanted to buy underwear?
I mean, he wanted to buy our underwear. Some 2 gay guys were in a Addison Improv.
Fans.
Of
Yeah.
these 2 gay fans, they're like, "Hey, I'll buy your underwear." I was like, And I
Which
thought
one? The one
about
I'm
it,
wearing
too.
now? The
Like,
one
how
that
much? How much?
It wasn't that much too. Like it was like $20. Like, bro, come on, man.
$20?
Yeah,
20
dude, like,
bucks. That's what my
$100.
farts are worth?
Yeah, like $100, dude. Like,
Wait, was that a joke you had about your DNA or no? Was that something?
Yeah,
That's good. Everything's in there. Everything's in there.
everything's in there.
Everything's there.
I
Everything's
think I
in there.
added salsa.
Salsa, yeah.
Salsa in there.
I got everything in there. I got
You can
You
clone
guys are-
shit, bro.
piss, semen, salsa.
When you guys were in New York,
Got the perfect cocktail.
there's a
homie.
roast that you guys have ran. How fun was that?
Comedy
Comedy
Central.
Central
That
roast.
roast you guys did in at the Sadler for Patrice O'Neal.
Oh, dude.
So, I mean, we were.
I love Patrice O'Neal so much, dude.
love Patrice.
So
I mean-
Patrice O'Neal did. So we had a show.
That was not televised. It was just for you guys.
Yeah,
Yep.
just
In
comics,
1997. In 1997.
Opie and Anthony, right?
We did a show on MTV called Apartment 2F. Here's who did.
Damn!
Here's
Old
who-
school.
Old school. So here's
Hell
who,
yeah,
here's
damn,
who,
bro.
Okay, here's who did stand up on that show. It
Listen
was
to
a
stand-ups.
sitcom that had stand up and sketch like woven into the story.
Listen to who was the stand-up on the show.
Okay. Jim Norton, Patrice O'Neal, Bill Burr,
Good shit. With hair.
with hair.
Red hair.
They called him Billy Burr then.
Billy Burr back then.
Billy Burr.
Patton Oswalt.
Billy B, dude.
Billy B.
Phenomenal. And like
Was this
Patrice-
patent before King of Queens or?
Yeah, before that. So Patrice told like again, it's like I put it in the R2D2 category. He told one of the funniest bits ever, and he's like,
Said when a black
man sees a pretty woman walk by, he's like, we all turn into ventriloquists.
The good one.
He's
man.
like, damn, look at that ass!
Wow.
Look at that ass!
Look at her.
And I'm like, that is the
great
funniest thing ever. He said
great
that
bit.
live, and I literally like cracked up so hard. I'm like, dude, and everybody says it that he was just funny in his bones.
I mean,
you
I
know
go
what
back and watch his bits about how they used to treat other players on the opposing football team when you knocked a dude out. Nowadays, they get in a prayer circle around him. He's like,
Everybody
"We used
holds
to take his
hands. Like,
socks."
we just take his socks, take his shoelaces.
That his ability to speak truth in those moments and still be so funny is what
It was great.
so
It was
great.
like kind of like that tough crowd, Colin Quinn era of Greg Giraldo, him, Colin Quinn, obviously, Jim Norton, and all those guys. It was a great.
But he was one of the best and was great as soon as
So we went.
fully
So when we
baked.
were at the Aspen Comedy Festival with Patrice, like there was a thing that they did where
they made you
they
go,
made some comics go up on the mountain, and other comics were in the studio. And this is like all the comics were there for like Aspen at HBO Aspen Comedy Festival. This is 1998.
They're like, this will be funny to get.
It's like
Patrice
6
on
in the morning.
mountain."
So Patrice is on the mountain. He's freezing his ass off. He does not want. He does not want to be up there.
Gear,
Doesn't have the
right
gear. He doesn't want to
coat.
be up there. And
He's
our
in his long leather jacket outside.
and
bro.
our friend Jordan, Rubin, who's a great comic and now a great
I
director.
think Jordan tricked him into going up there.
Jordan was like, "Yeah, you should go." And then Jordan's in the studio, and Patrice O'Neal the whole time is like,
Jada Rubis,
"Jada Rubis, I'm
Name
gonna
is
kick
Jordan Rubin.
Jordan Rubin." He's like, "Jada Rubis, I'm gonna kick your ass.
I'm gonna kick your ass
kick your
all
ass."
over the news. It was hilarious. He was so funny, so good.
I used to see you guys at the Thanksgiving, the Laugh Factory.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, man. I
I haven't
love
been
it.
in a while.
No, but it's funny because for us through the years we've kind of luckily been able to work at all the clubs in LA, but had different times at different places. Like we spent a lot of time at the Improv when we first moved out here, a ton of time at the Laugh Factory.
And then it was like just the store. We're like,
You guys had your like little eras.
eras.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Story.
it was-
Now we're getting back.
Now
at
we're
the
getting back to Laugh Factory,
a
and I'm
lot.
like, I like it because Laugh Factory for us as we get older, it's a younger audience. So we're like, our shit's got to work with young people too.
Yeah.
So it's a good challenge as we're like, can we in this situation when someone someone will go up and just do crowd work the entire time and crush with it because whatever, it's fine. And we're like, we're not going to do that. We're just going to do our material and see if our material can work with this crowd. So it's
It's
like
a test of time.
That's right.
right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
That's right. Can it
and
work
I
with
love that,
everybody?
man. I love that shit.
I mean, but there are times where like we'll walk into a room full of like all parents and we're doing material about our kids and stuff like that, and it's like
It's like, man.
It's like Chris Rock just walked into the Apollo and fucking threw down and blew doors.
It's so relatable.
Well, we're speaking to people who, to the audience that is 100% in the pocket of what we're talking about. But if you can make people who are not your people laugh at
That's
your
the best,
material,
man.
then
That's
you know
it.
it's
I mean, truthfully,
international,
I'm like,
universal.
do I know the life that you grew up with? No, but you make it so funny.
Every one of your bits was
Dude, I mean,
cameos.
I don't know how you feel about George Lopez, but like,
Right now. You know George Lopez, bro.
Hey, they cancel my show. No, please, George, no.
I like George Lopez.
He shares my stuff.
I
like him.
But I mean, his specials and stuff like have what he's saying in Spanish, and I can understand Spanish. But I'm like, there are things about it that I'm like, oh, you're showing me and teaching me, someone who didn't grow up in this, about this. And
funny's funny, man.
And funny is funny. And if you make it, you open yourself up. If you make it accessible, then anybody can laugh.
Like a sneak peek into culture, kind of like.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it
All you
because I'm
guys do
like,
is a little explanation, and we're all in.
just give me a little taste, a little explanation, and I'm in.
A taste.
So give me a line. Whose line is it anyway? I'm
Do
about
you
to
guys,
do it.
do you guys feel the same way
About to
as
do it.
Latinos feel? Like if they were a big, just say, bro, they would do a big Latino movie, like another Selena.
Yeah.
But they didn't ask none of us.
Yeah, you're like, what the hell? man?
Yes.
Yes, of
Did
course.
you guys feel that way about that Eddie Murphy movie?
Oh, which one?
The one with all the Jewish people.
Did Eddie Murphy?
Oh, the one that came out recently where his
The one I'm in. I played a Jewish guy.
You did not.
I did play a Jewish guy. I
How did we
played
not get it?
Eddie
Zemeckis
Murphy's-
Sanchez.
Eddie Murphy's daughter marries like a Jonah Hill.
Oh yeah.
What was
I saw that movie. I
Yeah.
saw that movie.
Yeah,
I
that
played a
was
drug
good.
dealer. Hey, papa.
Oh yeah, dude, you were
Nice,
good.
you were great.
The thing is, you look like a little bit if you go back and look at Fiddler on the Roof.
Look at
You
Tevye.
could be like,
Mariachi on the roof.
yeah, mariachi on the roof.
Come on.
I was good one though. Hey,
That's a good
bro.
one.
Yeah, dude,
Call the writer, bro. Call Hollywood.
Call the right.
The fool on the roof, bro.
Hey, people from out of town don't know shit about Hollywood. Hey, bro, call Hollywood. Make it happen.
Call Hollywood.
Call Hollywood.
Yeah,
Get
bro,
him on
you
the
call Hollywood right now.
Hang on,
bro.
I'm gonna call Hollywood right now and just make it. Hello, Hollywood.
Hollywood?
We
You
got
ever have those conversations with other
Yes,
parents
yes.
who are not involved in the industry?
Yes.
They goes, so you're a Hollywood guy? What?
do it.
No.
do it. Like, I don't think
You're
you
more
understand-
Hollywood than I am.
I don't
Call
think you
her,
understand how
man.
this works.
I'm out here grinding.
My dad too, bro. Like he don't know shit about Hollywood, right?
Come on, Felipe.
I showed him a photo. I told him I met Paul Rodriguez. My dad said he should because you should tell him to co-sign for you for Hollywood.
Just
all
for
you gotta do.
Hollywood? Co-sign for Hollywood?
Hollywood, yeah, my mom tries to fucking.
Yeah, let me call fucking the guy from
if,
Miramax.
Oh, he's having a hard time.
Harvey
right now.
Weinstein.
Weinstein
dude.
is
He's a fellow
he just-
Jew.
yeah. Did you say he's a fellow Jew or a felon?
A fallen,
He's a felon right now.
fallen Jew.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
My
no.
mom tries to WhatsApp Paramount Studios, bro. On the WhatsApp. What?
Let's
Like,
get
man,
on
just
top
come
of it,
on.
man. Get
Your mom's in
sassful.
New York?
No,
How did you know about the
She
ride
saw
in
the
New York?
news. Yeah. My mom tries to WhatsApp Pizza Hut. She's trying to WhatsApp.
What's up, pizza?
Yeah, like, what? How do you do that?
I did a show last night, right? I did a show at the Improv. I never performed at the Valley, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, they gave me $10
At the
at the fucking lab.
oh, the lab
the
at the
lab.
Improv.
I didn't even know, bro. That $10, bro. Might as well just don't give me nothing, bro.
What year is it, bro?
But they gave me it was a little envelope. It was this last night.
In an envelope.
I did that show.
Can
news,
I have those $10?
Send
He wants
news.
He's like
The
$10.
Send News, Joe. So they have a little bucket, and there's like a bunch of news articles on one,
Yeah.
and bullshit that people wrote on the other
Yeah.
one. 15-minute set, bro, $10. But I opened up, bro, with jokes. I make you type this one up.
We'll do it.
I said sorry when I was late to the show, by the way. I said sorry I'm late for the show, man. I was busy passing out bricks in downtown LA. And quiet, right?
Yeah,
Then I get laughs. Then I said another one. I said, man, calling the armed forces, like Donald Trump called the Marines on a couple of protesters. It's like when my neighbors call the fireman when my mom didn't turn the beans off and they burned. They call the fireman, bro. The fireman
racist,
came in
bro.
and we were all scared in our underwear watching television.
Stop it.
No.
Fire department came. Oh,
They
It was
bust
just
down the
burned
door.
beans, dog.
Beans, man.
That's a big problem in the Latino community, man. Always turn off your beans before you leave. Come on.
I say
can fry
blend
them, and then but you can refry
blend
them.
them up.
It's not
Salvadorian
like-
style.
El
Blend 'em-
Salvador
It's not like
style.
it's not
blend
like
them up. Put them in papusa.
See, man, we have Asian people have rice cookers. We should have somebody should invent a bean
Bean
cooker.
cooker.
I think you cook beans in a rice. I think I've
Bro,
cooked
Can't
a
do
lot.
beans in a rice cooker.
No, I've cooked a lot of things in a rice cooker.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
he
don't
tried.
know about that.
He tried.
I don't know.
He has tried. Bean cooker sounds like a racist. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it does.
That old
Look at
bean.
these-
Cook-
look
like
at
if we
these two.
say it, hey, get that old bean cooker out
Look
here.
at those two bean
What?
cookers over there.
Let's
What does
try,
that mean?
so-
you guys,
so-
let's
Why?
try and come up
So
with
true. He shows up.
let's try and
All
come up with racist phrases that
are
aren't
not
they're not
racist.
racist, but they just sound racist.
I
Yeah.
remember I had a
Bean
I said
cookers.
something. I said something that sounded racist, but it wasn't racist. It sounded racist. I forgot what it was.
Is that a bean cooker?
That's a
a
rice
bean
cooker.
cooker.
You can
Wait,
put it in.
Can
How
you
about that enchilada roller?
can you cook
See that
spaghetti?
enchilada roller over there?
Can you cook
that
spaghetti
guy?
in a rice cooker?
I don't know.
I
No,
think
you
no,
can't do
'cause it's pot-
spaghetti in a rice cooker.
Really?
I don't think
Okay, I
See that spaghetti cutter over there?
yeah, I bought. I did have a rice cooker at one
I
time.
love my rice cooker.
Or maybe it was not. Well, no. There's a difference, right, between a rice cooker and the one that cooks roast.
Instapot.
The one that cooks the stew in the one,
It's
right?
an Instapot.
A crock.
It's
crock
different,
pot?
right? Oh,
Crock pot.
I had a crock pot.
Crock pot.
And I fucking put all the ingredients for a stew,
Into
right?
the crock pot.
And I said, okay, I got fucking 7 hours.
Fuck, dude.
I fucked up and went on like a 3-day party binge and didn't go home. And when I got home, bro,
They call the
Police.
fire. They call the fire department.
no, they probably call CSI. CSI Los Angeles, bro. It smelled like a dead person, bro. That fucking beef was sitting in that pot roast for like 3 days straight,
Yeah.
bro. Cooking, turned off.
Dude,
Probably
But like the lowest like setting.
yeah,
like,
bro. When I opened it, it went.
Dude,
There's so much pressure.
It
and
went.
it's never good. It's never good in a crime investigation where they're like, his skin was fall off the bone. It was fall off the bone good.
It was very tender.
And I was like, oh,
That
man.
shit was way
I was
tender.
like, it was supposed to be good.
Wait, so Andy Kindler had one of the best crockpot jokes of all time. Andy Kindler, I
Yeah.
love Andy Kindler. His,
I love
Host of the Last Comic Standing when you're on it.
Oh shit!
Oh, he was on.
Yeah.
So
Dude, he was so
Andy's joke was crockpot. There's a great item if I'm hungry in 17 hours.
That's right.
hilarious.
Where are the crackers? And then his joke was 8 years of mime school and I still open the cabinet into my face.
Hilarious. My
Hilarious.
favorite one is he goes, I bought this sweater for $5 at that price. I could afford not to like it. And they used to have this whole bit about, oh man, I really hope I make it in this business, man. I don't want to be like those old bitter comics I work with. Oh kid, it used to be great.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly. right.
dude. Oh my
Dude,
god.
you're like $10 for a 15-minute set. I can afford not to like my jokes.
In 2025, that's insane. $10, bro. But
Yeah.
I will take it. Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah, hey,
But,
I
they-
jumped
they
off
were-
a building for that $10.
So they were giving away weed also, so I just took all the joints.
Yeah, dude, take all that shit.
You had
Craft
taken
service.
$200 worth of weed and $10.
He's like taking all the joints. He's taking all the craft service. He starts taking cords. We're like, whoa, that's for the microphones. Leave it.
You know,
Leave those. Leave
those
those.
$10 have not changed,
Rolling it
bro,
up.
since 2000. In 2000, it was still $10.
$10. We had to split it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
We had to
$5
split that
each.
shit.
Well, a lot of comedy clubs still pay the same rates from like years ago,
Comedy
like
store
50
too, probably for the
bucks.
OR, probably still 25.
That's
I think
I
it's
don't know.
50. I think it's 50.
Awesome.
Yeah, dude, you'll get that big check.
Cause I used to fucking I didn't mind the $25 at the Hollywood Improv, cause when Buff Freeman was there,
Yeah.
the fucking dinner was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Like
good food.
people will show up to the food, but not go to the show.
Improv?
That's when they had the big jumbo shrimp,
It was good.
fettuccine with
good.
the honey over the plate and the.
Oh, that was good.
They used to bake their own bread back then.
At the Improv?
Yeah,
Yes,
dude.
it was really good.
Who's
Yes.
the guy in the
They used to watch over your
guy from the
pussy.
kitchen who's always smiles. I
He's
love
a
that.
wait. He's a waiter.
I love that guy.
Antonio.
Yeah, I
Antonio,
love
is he
that
so-
guy.
He saw me yesterday, bro. I swear to God, he told me
I
happy
love him.
birthday, like you knew my birthday or something.
Oh, wow.
Dude,
Felipe,
how much-
Felipe, feliz cumpleaños, Felipe, feliz cumpleaños.
He's still there?
He's still there, bro.
Dude, that guy's he leaves a legacy of
30 years.
happiness.
Happiness.
Just
Joy.
a happy, joyful dude. I
Good,
love him.
good
Grateful.
I want to recognize him because I usually see him at the holding place.
It's like his arm was down, and you're like, "Who are you?" And then he was like,
did this.
then he said, "Are you going upstairs?" And you're like, "Antonio."
That's you.
He's been there forever, right? Since you started, right? Since we
Before
started.
we started.
He was there. He was there
when we
forever
started.
when we started.
Yeah.
And, like, he's still there.
Yeah.
He started the fire there in the 80s.
Right.
So we start the fire.
He chopped up the lines on whose line is in it.
Chop, 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 chop.
I saw Rita there, bro. Rita.
Yeah.
She's been there forever too.
Been there for
They
a
have
long
three rooms,
Three
right?
Ritas?
The belly room, no, sorry, the lab, the main room. That's only 2 rooms, right?
There's only 2 rooms. Yeah, they just remodeled it.
Yeah,
Two
2 rooms
rooms.
at the Improv.
Because I remember when I started the lab, there was no bar. It was just like it was like
Yeah.
it looked like a
So where the bar is was where the stage was. It went
Yeah.
out that way.
And-
So one night we were there. This was great. Robin Williams came back, and like we were doing what show were we doing? It was definitely like an interesting show, and he came back and he was in the green room, and he just started riffing with everybody, and I was
he was
like,
so
dude,
funny.
this is the
Awesome.
fucking best.
We met him a couple times.
We met a couple times.
Very,
So when he was living in San Francisco, and we were performing at the Old Cobb's, which was down
Yeah.
Remember in the cannery? Before
which
that
is-
one called
it was like
Right.
180 seats. It was just a beautiful little room, kind of down by Giardelli's Chocolates down there. And so we go down there, and Robin Williams came to one of our shows because he would just pop in and do stuff. Came and watched the show, and then on a Thursday, then the next day we're just like at some like little small t-shirt
skate
shop
Oh,
shop
shit.
up there, and he went in and he was in there, and he's like, I saw you guys the other night, and we just started. We're like, are you kidding, dude? You're the best. And he was
Joked around with him.
totally joked around, like totally gagged around. I'm like, man, I love this so much.
It was good to run into like an older comic like that. I was hanging out at the Improv team on a Friday, and I saw Gallagher show
Oh
up.
shit, dude.
Did he smash a watermelon?
It was funny because we were smoking weed with him, and he goes, "You have any new joke?" When I tell the story,
Dude,
I
are you
thought,
serious?
"Yeah,
You're serious.
bro." I walked up. He
How'd
was,
you know it wasn't his brother?
could have been his brother. He was standing right there with cargo shorts
No.
And he
and,
had a giant
and Birkenstocks.
and a giant hammer.
He had his hat, he had the Gallagher hair, and a hat, and then I said, "Man, you, Mr. Gallagher, you want to go smoke? We're gonna go
Stop.
smoke a
Did
joint."
you call him Mr. Gallagher?
I said,
Mr.
Gallagher,
Gallagher.
we're
Was
gonna
this-
go smoke a joint.
Excuse
If you
me,
want to
Mr.
come,
Yeah.
we're gonna be over there.
Did he know
goes,
you?
No. He goes, "Let me just finish my drink." So he drank his drink, but we were already gone. And he came over, and he showed us his old marijuana license from, because he said he was one of the first people to get one.
A medical
And it was like, it was from a
Wow.
normal, I guess.
normal, dude.
Yeah.
I remember Normal.
Yeah,
I
and,
know RML.
He said that he hasn't smoked weed in 25 years.
You guys
And he
got
hasn't
back on
drank
the
in
wagon.
like 12 years.
But he was drinking.
You relapsed
And
though?
his son was performing in a theater show down the street with his wife or somebody, and he goes, "I gotta go back over there and pretend nothing happened."
Oh my God, he had a drink
he's
That is smoke
lie
a joint.
and
Holy
smoked a joint.
Shit.
Damn, dude.
You might have ended a marriage.
You fuck.
Did he? He's like, and so he got on his roller skates and skated. off.
I was there, bro, like Cuba Gooding Jr., bro, and was Dreams May Come.
Yeah, dude.
Gallagher, bro.
I was there, bro, like the black dude from Banger Bands, like
Hair,
the janitor from Rudy,
hair boss.
giving hope.
Hair boss.
Just getting him off the trail.
What's up, full podcast? You know, people, do you get people always tell me, "Man, you should be in movies." People always tell me, "Felipe, you should be in movies."
Yeah, you should.
should be.
I'm like,
And-
yeah,
and
great.
people
I want
say-
to be, yeah.
We'd
I
love
want to be, bro, but
Like
Yeah.
we're acting like
Movies are coming to us.
Yeah.
Like we'd love to
I'm
use
turning
it.
every thing
Man.
down.
You know what?
I
You
don't
know,
know.
you're right. You know what? I'm gonna go. Let me movies now.
I should say yes more.
Hey man, that's a good.
Coming at me.
That's actually a really good point.
Thank
Never
you.
thought about that.
We're gonna
bro.
start doing some movies.
I like Don Mirero too.
Tom
Dude,
Herrera, I
he
love
is-
so much. He's
that's our-
rapidly
In full
becoming
frontal
an old-
comedy, oh
an
my
old
God.
Korean
Tom
woman.
Herrera is becoming.
Tom Herrera in Hollywood Shuffle. Tom Herrera.
Tom Herrera.
Big Lebowski.
Big Lebowski is the driver. I mean, dude,
Dr. Katz?
Him on Dr. Katz. Can I
Yeah.
die from the thought? Can I die from the talk? Like he's like the talk. Can I die from the thought of the talk of the? Could I die from that? He's like, I just want to lay you down. and just
Ferreira.
let- He's so funny, and to that end, Jonathan Katz. Dr. Katz was a show we always wanted to do in the '90s. We never got a chance to do. But we did a bunch of his live shows
Oh,
and
shit.
became like really friendly with Jonathan Katz.
I love him.
Wow.
He's one of the funny. Again, he's
John
one of the.
I don't know.
Benjamin's
I don't know.
so
There was a live show like that.
So he did him like recently, like in
Oh,
just
okay,
like
okay.
10
John
years.
Benjamin, who played Ben, who played his son, so funny, so great. He played
But so many comedians were really funny in that show. They're like,
Ray Romano, so funny on that show.
oh my god, I feel like Ray Romano got his show from doing that show.
Really?
Ray
Kimmel was
Romano,
so-
bro.
Hey, I can do his brother. Everybody loves Ray, man. I got an impression,
I
bro.
remember
you talking about
Dominic
Brad
Garrett.
Garrett?
What do you mean, Brad Garrett?
The guy with Brad
Not
Garrett.
his actual
Who,
brother.
all right, give me what's your favorite impression that you're doing?
Nice man, bro.
Hey, skibbity doo. I don't know. I got none, yo. Jack and Jill.
Pretty good, actually.
Yeah,
That's
they-
pretty
they-
good.
I saw Dominic Rivera on that show, like Dr.
Dr.
Katz,
Katz?
and he was talking about. I remember his line 'cause it was so funny. He said, "I want to get a sandwich," and the lady I asked that lady, no mayonnaise, and she said, "Would you like mayonnaise on the side?" And I said, "For what? To remind me how much I hate mayonnaise." I also love Todd Barry. I like, you know, it's funny, man. Like
Todd Barry.
somebody said, "Do you listen to other comics?" I remember saying no, and then on Spotify at the end of the year, it had Todd Barry #2 right after Doja Cat.
That's right. He's funny. Todd Barry's funny, bro.
My favorite bit of him.
People say Todd Barry is the Doja Cat of comedy.
Yeah.
I told you, man. I'd rather be famous
He's the
instead.
He's the Doja coin.
What's your favorite
He's a
bit of
Doja
his?
Boy.
Oh man, there's so many, man. Like,
Dude, I
so-
love
the
how much
one-
you love Todd Barry.
the
I'm gonna
one
tell him.
Didn't he
that,
have Natasha Leggero
yeah.
on his album?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, he's so funny, man. I love
I
him.
like when the one about because he does jokes like the young comic can relate to, you know, or if you're a comic, you know the joke.
Yeah.
He goes, a lot of things used to get me excited as a young comic back in the days. I will, like, if I'm headlining at a club, I will call in just to hear my outgoing message. Right? This week we have Ray Romano, no passes. And this Saturday, I'm finally coming back this next month, we have Chris Rock. There'll be no passes. This week we have Todd Barry. Wednesday is bubblegum rapper night. Bring in a bubblegum rapper. You know what? Just write bubblegum on a paper and you get it
You're
free.
You're in for free.
I remember those days, bro. I worked at El Paso comic strip, Bart Reed.
Oh, dude, I love
Fucking
Nothing but
Tuesday through
hoochies there,
Sunday,
bro.
bro.
I'm sorry.
Tuesday to Sunday.
They gave
And
me
then went down from Wednesday to Sunday.
Then Thursday, yeah. Tuesday, 2 for
Tuesday.
1.
Living in a hotel for a whole week,
2
bro.
for 1, bro.
You're in that town so long
Wednesday.
you have friends.
Yeah. You start
You
family.
establish residency.
It was, bro, 2 for 1.
Get your mail done.
Yeah, and birthday parties. Wednesday was military night. All military getting free. Thursday, all college kids getting free. Friday, if it's your birthday, you get in free. So, bro, there's like tons of birthdays all over.
Oh God, the worst.
Nothing
dude.
like a bunch of people who didn't pay to get into the
250,
show.
$250, bro, to
dude.
host all week. And I took a Greyhound bus, 17 hours.
I took
You
a
took a
bus.
Greyhound
I took a
bus.
bus to El Paso too, bro.
Dude.
You ever
So-
did that?
Yeah, we took a bus up to.
We drove through El Paso.
We drove to El Paso.
Ran fast, locked the doors.
no, no. we were doing a job.
We were doing a job, and we stayed in a haunted hotel in downtown El Paso. And the other thing,
Oh, we stayed at
you
that
know that
hotel.
hotel, the
You know what
haunted
I'm talking
hotel.
The one across the theater.
Yeah, it's big.
Yeah.
But
You can see Mexico from the
yeah,
hotel
see
room. Yeah.
Juarez. So like
Paseo.
Juarez, right?
Yeah,
No,
Juarez,
Juarez,
yeah, Juarez, yeah.
So the entire downtown area, like all the streets were dug up. Like they decided to do construction on the entire downtown
Holy
area
shut
at
up,
once. I'm
holy
like,
shut up.
how do people get around down here? It's like dirt and just shit
Like
everywhere.
Mexico, homie.
Making people feel at home.
The cactuses too.
Yes. There it is.
Cactuses are the fire hydrants of
Is that
El
the
Paso.
haunted? Is that the haunted?
That's the haunted hotel right there. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was haunted. I heard some comedian performing last week, Ralph Barbosa, Renee Vaca.
Oh, they were there. Yeah, at the theater across the street.
Boo, boo.
Man, I remember that. I remember El Paso. We had fun. So Randy and I did this job where we had to start. They asked us if we knew how to drive a stick shift car. And we said, yeah,
Sure.
but we had
And
never.
then we walked out, they were like, I don't know how
never
to do,
driven
you know
a
how to
stick
do
shift.
that?
I don't know how to do
No.
this at all.
So we had to get our friend to like come and drive it off the lot because we couldn't drive. We literally couldn't drive it. And
It was just two.
I can't drive a stick.
So we learned how to drive it, but it's like every time you tried to start it on, like start going on a hill, it would stall. It would start to fall back.
Oh, and I remember we almost missed an exit on the freeway. We went from 5th gear down to 1st gear, which you're not supposed to do. All the stuff we did wrong, but we drove this car across country, and we drove through El Paso. We started at the
10 to the
Comedy
94.
Store. We went across the 10, and we ended
Damn.
at Caroline's in New York.
Damn.
Crazy drive. I mean, and like, oh my God, it was just insane. Like
The guy who was our tour manager quit in the middle, and the son of
the security guard of the building. They're like, you want to tour manage this thing? This guy didn't know what the hell he was doing.
This guy gets us lost in West Philly.
West Philly, not a great place to get lost.
And we're outside
I've
the
seen
car.
The Fresh Prince. Yeah.
We don't know where to go. We're like, hey man, we're in a brand new MR2 Spider. We don't know what
Yellow.
we're doing.
It's basically a target. Like, kill these white boys.
And
Right?
we're these 2 white kids, and then the guy's like, "Oh, I forgot to give you your per diem
Your
money."
per diem money. Starts laying cash
Taking
down
cash out
on the hood of the car. We're like, don't.
What are we
doing, man?
In Philly.
In West Philly. We're like, damn.
West Philadelphia.
That's right.
Yeah.
It was legit. It was crazy.
It was crazy, but we did it. I can't believe that's like one of those. That's one of those things, you know, Felipe. You do these jobs. You're just like, I'll do the job. You're like,
Yeah,
I'll do it.
Job.
Yeah, you're like, let's make money. I'll just do it.
You're like,
you gotta. I think as comedians, I feel like we're like, let's do the job, and if there's a crazy story that comes out of it, it's good.
That's what we want out of our lives.
You either want life to be good so you can enjoy it, or terrible
Fucked
so you
up
get
and crazy.
So you get the comedy bit out
Give
of
me
it.
a bit.
You guys live in Silver Lake, right?
I'm in Silver Lake. He's in Laurel
I'm in Laurel
Canyon.
Canyon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Because you've been in Silver Lake for a while, but you guys been living in the area for a while, right?
Oh yeah, I've been in Silver Lake for 22
Because we're talking to somebody earlier.
Yeah.
And they said because they shot something in the area, right? It was supposed to be like the 2000s. And I said, let me tell you, man, if they want to get authenticity, they should grab somebody and wear black shorts and just walk around during the set like that old man that used to walk around the newspaper.
Dude, you know about the Walking Doctor.
Remember the Walking Doctor?
That's him, bro.
You don't remember him?
No,
bro,
I gotta go pee. I'll be back.
All right, go.
You're going to miss the Walking Doctor.
Okay, I'll stick around.
stay.
I'll get a bladder infection for
All
this.
right, dude. So the Walking Doctor was, you know the story. So he was a guy who used to like read the entire New York Times, and he would walk 20 miles. I'm like, what are you walking?
All over Silver Lake and Los
I'm like,
Feliz.
So
what?
was this before it got gentrified? Like it was kind
No,
of.
it was already
No,
gentrified.
It's always been right.
It's always been
It's always been like
nice,
the hip
but now
spot,
it's
right?
like kind of gotten out of
Yeah.
control. But like he would walk everywhere, and he was known as the Walking Doctor, and he was in great shape. He walked like 20 miles a day. This dude, and I'd watch him, and my wife and I'd be like, "What's he walking from?" You know what I mean? Like, you don't walk that much.
Also, like, aren't you supposed to work?
Yeah, man. So
You're a doctor.
20
So
miles is a lot.
apparently, and this is the story that goes running around the neighborhood, is that he prescribed oxy for people who did not need it but just wanted. They had like oxy, you know, they had those.
They were oxymorons.
They were oxymorons. So they had oxy addictions, and he prescribed it for them, and somebody OD'd on oxy, and he was going to get busted for it. He was going to go to jail. So he got into his hot tub and put the cover over it, and he drowned.
Shut
And
up!
he died.
You drowned by accident, or
Because
There he is, but that guy, you never
That
seen him?
guy,
He used to
'cause
walk
think-
around Silver Lake, Rizzo.
Because think about this. Okay, that was walking
when did he die? He looks like Harvey, the guy from
Harvey
He look like Al-
TMZ.
he look like Al Davis.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like the guy
Al
from
Davis.
TMZ. Al David. He's like, just walk,
Bro,
baby.
he had no
just
t-shirt,
walk, baby.
bro. He was just walking like this all day, bro.
Reading.
Just getting tanned.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
tan and he was thin and he was in good
Didn't
shape.
know he was dealing oxy. Wow.
So, so he was writing scripts for Oxy, and people got it, and then someone died, and he was going to get, and you think to yourself, man, you can't walk 20 miles in the yard in the prison. And I think he just was like, I can't do it. That's it.
There he
Damn,
is, dog.
dude.
He'd always be walking.
Yeah, dude.
Well,
Walking.
what year did he die?
He closed the cover.
He died probably.
2008, probably.
He died, I want to guess, like, what'd you say, 2008? I want to say he died like
2013.
So the things about Silver Lake that I love, there was the Walking Doctor, and then do you remember the sign for the foot clinic?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we had a whole bit about
it.
We used to do a
We
bit
see
about
you
it.
at that the Thai vegan spot right there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the plaza.
the vegan restaurant right there.
Yeah.
What's it called?
It's called it was
Thai food or
No,
Thai?
no. It's Indian. There's an Indian
Yeah.
sports bar.
Oh yeah.
That place was fucking good. That's the first time I ever had
so
like,
good. So the foot
Indian
clinic,
sports.
we're like, this is the sign. There was
always like this,
happy
yeah.
and sad foot. The happy
Healthy foot and a sick foot.
So the sick foot has a bandage on
Yeah.
top of its big toe, which is the head, but the foot has feet.
foot has legs and feet.
Foot has
never
feet,
thought
bro.
about that, bro.
The foot has feet, bro, and both legs of the foot are fine. Yet this bitch is on crutches. So you're like, this tells me that this foot clinic can't diagnose shit. You're like, hey man, my ankle hurts. They're like, we're gonna have to put this glass catheter in your penis.
Hey,
Wait, what?
There was like across the street
it's
from
like
the
a-
foot doctor with a Colombian restaurant. I remember.
Dude, look up, see if you can find the Happy Foot, Sad Foot in Silver Lake, and you'll see it. Happy Foot.
The
If you
new
go,
place is called Pija Palace.
Oh,
That's the
it's
name of
different
it.
now.
Remember?
the new
Turban Cowboy, the restaurant.
Oh.
Turban Cowboy.
Wait, what?
Oh, there it is.
There it
Look
is.
at the
Okay.
book, yeah. Oh
All
my
right,
god,
so,
I forgot how
dude,
bad it looks.
There's a Happy Foot and there's a Sad Foot. Okay, Sad Foot. The foot has feet, bro.
Yeah.
The foot has feet.
If you're a foot, you don't need feet.
Yeah, why does the foot need feet?
And the feet are fine.
His
like-
feet are fine and he's on crutches.
It's like a dick.
You know what
Why do
happened, bro? That used to be the Hey Kool-Aid, and he lost all his Kool-Aid.
Right.
Dude, both his feet and his legs are fine.
And
he's
his
on
eyes
crutches.
are all red because
is-
he's been doing blow all
Yeah.
night.
And there's the Happy Foot, which is like happy.
That is so old school. Damn,
Isn't that great? That old school hat.
And he used to spin around, and what they used to say was,
If you're driving,
driving
and you get that good foot, then you
you're
have
going to have a
luck.
good day.
Oh my
that's
God.
fun.
yeah.
Driving,
And if you get the bad foot, you're going to have a bad day.
That's so fun.
Isn't that crazy?
You never want to get the bad foot.
You don't want the bad foot.
Well, what if you're stuck in traffic? You get all the feats.
You,
yeah.
you're gonna
have a good day and a bad day.
You have a mixed day.
Yeah,
bro.
mixed bag.
That's
today.
when I ran into you guys in Los Feliz or Silver Lake.
Yeah.
That's my acting class where I go to. I used to rent videos there before.
Oh yeah.
Upstairs by the Gelsons.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, dude.
There used to be a badass video store up there.
He's gone.
All right, dog.
Let him know.
I'll be back. I gotta go pee pee.
See you, man.
See you later.
fool.
Thanks for doing the podcast, dude.
Yeah, when I started stand up at a coffee shop called the Natural Fudge.
Where's that?
It's called the Fountain Theater now on Fountain Avenue.
The
across
first place you did stand up.
Yeah, across the street from the Queen of Angels Hospital. I'm thinking now it's
Yeah.
the church where Tom Cruise goes to.
Oh
Scientology.
Yeah, that's
And
it.
there's an unbelievable restaurant over there right now called Safi's.
All right, I gotta
Zombies?
ask you. I gotta ask you.
Zombies.
When you see, do you get a lot of white people at your shows?
Yeah, usually they're married to a black lady or a Latina woman.
Really? And
Or
you're
a
like,
bunch of young kids.
they're like, help me understand
Right.
what I've married into.
Yeah, they tell me that.
Right?
So good.
Do you like seeing white people at your show?
Yeah, they show up. I
They
like
do.
it. I don't care how long they laugh and they paid and they buy
Yeah.
stuff.
As long as they laugh, they pay, and they buy stuff, you're
Yeah,
good with
I
that.
bet
Yeah.
you have nice fans. I bet you
Yeah,
have good fans.
They tip well. They stay there. Everybody's happy.
Yeah.
Like when I went to Melbourne, Australia, and I thought it was gonna be like Crocodile Dundee looking
Yeah,
people, you
yeah.
know.
But it
No,
was nice.
the-
But it was all Latino.
Really?
Latino in Melbourne
Yeah.
with with an Australian accent.
Yes.
Shut up.
They're all Salvadorian or Colombia. And I asked them, you know, like always ask, how the fuck you make your way over here?
What did they say?
They were part of that the refugee program in the 80s. I don't know the name of it.
But it sent.
And by the
people
way,
to
Australia, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't know what a pupusa was.
No,
if
man.
if you didn't.
A
in
kangaroo
Melbourne.
pupusa.
A kangaroo.
Put it
Well,
in a
it's
pouch.
because it's a little pouch within the pouch.
It's an empanada.
Yeah, it's a refugee program.
Yeah.
That's cool.
What's the name of the refugee program? Ask her, Lisa from Australia.
What's the refugee program from Australia?
She doesn't know.
Well, anyways, when Salvadorians, when they were having their little banana wars, I guess over
Yeah,
there, the
yeah.
revolution during the 80s, they were all refugees, so they had a chance. They had choices to live in the United States, Canada, or Australia. And Australia takes a lot of the refugees after the United States says we had enough.
Called their special humanitarian program.
Oh.
Because of the Civil War.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But a lot of Salvadorians do live in Canada and
And
Australia.
Alberta, Canada, I saw a lot of Salvadorian there too. So when I went to Sydney, same thing, man. A lot of Turkey people, you know,
Yeah.
Gobble gobble.
Colombians.
Different. Have you been to Turkey? We've been to Turkey. We've
No,
been
but
to
been to
Istanbul.
Glendale, my friend.
Let's go.
No, I didn't say Armenia. I said
How's
Turkey.
Turkey?
Turkey is
cool
amazing,
as
dude.
hell.
I wish.
So we're in Istanbul and we go into the Grand Bazaar, which is like their market, their opening
It's
market.
underground and like
The bazaar is like a
Bazaar's like
a swap meet kind of thing.
Yeah,
but it's
kinda
the
like swap-
highest level, coolest thing you've ever
of
seen.
all this stuff. And this guy's like, hey, come here, come here.
My
come here.
friend, my friend,
my
my
friend,
friend,
my friend. We're friends. Of course, everybody's your friend.
We're
My
like,
friend,
are
my
we
friend.
friends? I don't know what
Yeah,
you're about
my
to do.
friend.
He pulls out this coat that is like,
Green.
it looks suede and green. I'm not gonna lie to you, it looked tight. I was like, I like this coat. And he's like, look
Antelope.
at this.
Antelope.
Antelope. It's antelope. We're like, great, that's antelope. And I guess just the look on our faces is that we weren't as impressed.
Or
as
we
he was.
didn't believe him.
We didn't believe him. He then takes a lighter and lights the coat on fire.
Fire.
And my friend, and we're like,
Fire.
wait, is this supposed to get how many times do you think we get lit on fire? That we're like,
That we would
hey man,
wanna
that's
go.
gonna be really helpful.
My friend, my friend.
My friend, it'd be
Catch
helpful.
Fire, you fine.
You live near pyromaniacs, my friend?
Are you into pyrotechnics, my friend? So that was really cool. And then we drove down in through Turkey. Like we went to this underground city area called Cappadocia, which had all these underground cities.
See if you can find a picture of Cappadocia.
Cappadocia.
Cappadocia, bro.
CAPP.
Cappadocia, and then
A-D-O-C-H-I.
we went to this place called Pamukkale, which was
Pomona? Oh no, Pomona.
Pomona, yeah. We went
Yeah, we went to
Scripps.
Pomona, man. So
That's
that's Cappadocia.
That's Cappadocia.
So freaking cool. You walk underneath all these underground cities, just like underground
it's like you're on the
caves.
moon, man.
Is it because it's so hot out there? Is that
No,
why
they
they have
just
underground
built it.
cities?
Just people built these underground cities
look
in
at that,
there.
dude.
So,
Damn,
and now
man.
you got to look up Pamukkale, P-A-M-M.
PALM.
No, it's Pamukkale, M-M-U-K-E-L-E. Tolukkale. So they have, okay,
Whoa.
bro, these are the coolest things
So
ever.
that's not ice. That's salt deposits that you can get in these like pools.
tubs and just like
They're like
hang out
hot
in these
pools.
tubs. I'm like, dude, Turkey's so cool. So if we wrote a
That water
book-
warm?
Yeah.
yeah, it's warm.
Warm.
Because it's not ice. It's just like calcium deposits. So if we wrote a travel book about Turkey, it would be Turkey. Who knew?
Who knew?
Who knew?
Who knew that?
Who knew,
so
man?
Cool.
It's good. So
We didn't know.
we spent
We loved
time in
it.
Greece and Turkey, and I was like, dude, I like Turkey better. And then we went down to this place called Bodrum, which is down like a coastal city down there in the Turkish Riviera, and it was beautiful.
Great.
Nice. Turkish was gorgeous.
Huge.
Gorgeous.
How was the coffee?
Good.
Good.
The
Yeah.
Turkish coffee, how they do in the sand, that looks
Yeah.
great. That looks so
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, very cool. Everything.
Coffee was great, and the desserts were good. It was great,
was
man.
great.
We loved it. It's great, man. Traveling around is the
I love
coolest.
traveling. You love traveling?
Oh yeah, I like going to Bakersfield.
Hey.
Yeah,
Bakersfield is like Turkey.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's as oppressive as Turkey. Yeah, dude.
What's up, Food Podcast? Oh, that program, those refugees that helped them get to Australia and Alberta and United States, it's called UNICEF.
Oh, very good.
UNICEF.
Yeah, UNICEF.
I remember collecting money
UNICEF.
for
We
UNICEF.
used to collect
There
money.
you go.
Yeah.
You get those little cans, and you like throw your change in the can, and
UNICEF it up.
right.
Stuff
What's up? We have shows coming up.
Yeah, dude.
do
When,
have shows.
when is this gonna drop?
This is
Right
live.
now, it's live.
Live.
Oh shit,
People are
dude.
commenting.
People,
They love
people are
you.
saying. let me
They
see.
love us.
Are people liking this?
They say
What
they
can you
want to
say?
see. Let me see.
We'll answer questions.
Yeah, dude.
But while you're looking that up, we're going to be in the Pacific Northwest. We're going to be in Portland next
Portland
Wednesday.
next Wednesday at a room called the Polaris Hall, which is just a very
Nice.
cool room. So we'll be there at Polaris Hall. And then the next night we're in Bellingham, Washington at the Blue Room. Then we go down to
hell yeah.
Chehalis, which is, there we go, Chehalis, which is in Washington at this theater called...
We're at the Pendry Hotel in Newport, which is really
Busy,
cool.
man.
Yeah,
So
dude.
cool.
Then we go to the historic Everett Theater. That's about an 800-seat theater north of Seattle, just north of Seattle. Then the next week we're in Rooster Teeth Feathers in Sunnyvale. You ever do that
Nice.
room?
Yes.
I heard
Place
that
is
room
great.
is great.
Yes.
So that's the 26th, 27th, 28th, and 29th. Then we're in Hyenas, downtown Dallas, one night. Then the next, that's Friday, the July 11th,
Houston,
and the 12th. They're in
Secret
Houston.
Group.
Then in August, we're at CB Live. You ever do CB Live?
No.
You've done, I'm sure you've done stand-up live, right?
Yeah.
You've done stand-up live. It's
So
like
they
one
have
of
3
those.
clubs. They have
Oh, the Copper Blue. You did it.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, Copper Blue.
Yeah, that's good. And then, so we could go to CB Live, which is in Scottsdale, or Desert Ridge, which
Oh
is
yeah,
cool.
that's original.
Yeah.
So they opened up a little bit before the pandemic, and they
Yeah.
closed down for 2 years.
That's
So I'm
right.
like, wait, this is a new.
back.
No, it's cool. So they're back, and then we're going to be
September
in.
19th, we're doing a cancer benefit at a theater in Raleigh,
hell
North
yeah.
Carolina. So I'm very
So we had
excited.
lots of dates, and I think we're going to go back to Austin and do the Stateside Theater for one
Nice.
night, which I'm
Yeah,
excited
man,
about.
I love it.
Supersklars.com is you can
Oh,
see
yeah.
all that shit. And
Come
then-
see us.
What's your
Come see
Instagram?
Instagram's at Sklar Brothers, SKLAR Brothers, spelled all the way out. That's all of us. TikTok, Instagram,
Everything.
everything. X, you name it.
X. I like it.
Man, I thought we started stand up at the same time. But
We
I
started
guess you
way
started
earlier. Way earlier.
You guys started when you were teenagers then.
So we started, yes. The first time we
Yes.
ever stood on stage.
17?
First time we ever stood on stage, we were 14.
Shut up! Where?
St.
St.
Louis.
Louis.
Fuck yeah! At the jukebox?
No, at the Funny Bone. And
Oh, yeah,
then,
the Funny Bone.
but then we kind of
Crazy.
stopped a little bit, and then we did it in college. So we did it in Ann Arbor, and then we did it in Detroit at Mark Ridley's Comedy Castle, which is a great place. We come back there and now
Royal
start doing
Oak.
Royal
Love
Oak.
that
We do
spot.
that
Royal
every year.
Oak, man.
So good. And then we moved to New York and started doing it in New York. So like I'd say serious, and we did it in St. Louis at the Funny Bone with Al Canal. So the summer before our senior year of college. So since we were 21, we're 53 now.
So
30
93.
32 years of like consistently doing comedy every week.
It's fun, huh?
Yeah, dude, it's the best.
You guys love writing too. I like
I
that.
love it.
Here's what we love.
I love writing. We love comedians.
I love listening to my
Oh,
stand up
no,
and going
dude.
over my jokes
Yeah,
and
no,
writing,
yeah.
taking notes.
So here's
yeah.
here's what I love, and this is what I say to my kids. I'm like, find something that you love as much as we love, okay? I love that there are moments when I'm sitting on my couch, I got both dogs on me, and I'm like, I can't get up. Whatever I'm watching, I'm loving so much. I'm like, I cannot get up. I'm like, oh shit, I got a spot. I gotta go do like a spot at the set at the Laugh Factory. I'm like, God damn, I gotta get up and gotta traffic, get over there and do this. And then I get up, we go out in the drive between the drive from Silver Lake to over to Hollywood to do it. Something changes.
Yeah.
You get out there, you see friends,
Yeah.
you see your friends, you see your boys, you see your friends.
You watch them do a new
You watch
joke.
them do a new joke.
Yeah.
You give them a tag. Someone gives you. Then you go on stage and you do it. Maybe you try a little something new. Maybe you talk to the crowd a little bit. Something clicks and you get out there and you're like, that was the best fucking thing I did. I'm so happy I did that.
Then you're driving back home, bro.
You're excited.
You feel like, why is this not gonna end?
Right? You're like,
Like you want to go out again. Like,
Yeah,
you're
you
back
wanna
in
keep
19.
going.
Like you in your head, you think like, I'm gonna go hang out at Dublin, but doesn't exist.
Dublin! We did that, man.
We used to come on after Dane Cook.
Yeah, I used to
shit,
go there
dude, Dublin.
just to see Joe Diaz beg for money.
Ah.
That's right, cocksuckers. It's not about the he-he's and the ha's.
Oh my God!
Oh, man,
And the
Dublin's.
thing about Dublin's is like that was just a crowd of models and people who are like the Hollywood type, like people wanting to be in Hollywood. So you know the story about Vin Diesel, right? Like
No.
how he became Vin Diesel.
What? There at Dublin?
Dude,
No.
similar.
Was this a
similar.
Jay Davis room?
Yeah,
That
it
was
was
the
Jay
Jay
Davis
Davis
room.
room.
But
DMX will be there all the time too.
oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nah.
So here's the Vin Diesel, how he became Vin Diesel. This is such a crazy Hollywood story. So Vin Diesel used to rent a $300,000 white Mercedes. And he didn't pay that money, but he would rent. He'd probably spend like $10,000 a month to rent this car. Rents a white Mercedes at 10 p.m. every Saturday night. He would roll up to the Mondrian Hotel, which they had the Sky Bar, which at the time was like
The biggest deal.
early 90s. This was the shit. This was the bar that everybody was at. It was on Sunset. This was it.
Sky Bar, bro, it's a good bar.
Is it still there?
I don't know if it's still there.
it
Probably.
might be,
Mondrian.
yeah.
But it ain't the same.
Not the same.
Not what it
it's not
was.
the same vibes. That was it. And he would come up at the busiest time out there, flip the keys to the valet of the car, bald head, white V-neck T-shirt, jacked up, come out of there.
how he looks like in the
ripped up
movies. Yeah.
jeans like he's in the Fast and the Furious. And people are like, and everyone's
is
like,
that?
who is that guy?
Who is that?
Who is that guy? Just because he rented a car? I'm like, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Who is this guy?
He
Who is
faked
this guy?
it to make it.
He faked it, and then like he's got a Debo voice, Vin
Before
Diesel.
social media, you
Yeah,
could be able
dude,
to
that
do
was
We're
it.
out there grinding every
Fucking
set,
grinding, telling jokes and shit. And he
Yeah.
fucking ran a car.
All you had to do
and-
is rent a car.
That's all you gotta do, man. And he
Who
did
is
it,
this
man.
guy, dude?
And and like, who is that guy? Who rents a car and goes there?
is
It's great.
People want to know about when you guys roasted each other on Comedy Central.
Oh, dude,
that was so fun.
Jeff Ross came to us and said, I want you guys to roast each other, and it should hurt just a little bit. We're like, bro, you want us to destroy a 50-year living relationship and 35-year working relationship in one night? He's like, maybe. We're like, bro, how much are you going to pay us? He said, $2,500. We're like, each? He said, yeah. We were like, all right.
Yeah.
So we wrote these. I mean, what I love about Jeff is that Jeff was like, I want you guys.
It's like, I don't want you to show each other the jokes. I want you to really genuinely surprise each other when you're up there. I want you to be a little mean, but in the sense of love.
You should take a pound of flesh and you should do it.
But it should
But he's
also
like, you
be
guys
fun.
are great joke writers. You would be great at this. And we were like, when he told us at the first time, we're like,
I don't
no,
think
man,
so,
it's
man.
just
It's
not
not
our
what we
thing.
do."
I don't think so. He's like, think about it and tell me on Monday. It was on a Friday, and we saw him at the store. He's like, I really want you guys to be on this next season. I really want you to.
And that whole weekend, we talked about it so much.
He's
We're
like, I want to do a bunch of special roasts with like comedians who are of a certain level, not like young comedians of a certain level. I want to do them, and I want you guys to do it. I think it would
like
be
he had
great.
Joe List
roast his wife.
Whoa.
And he had Blake Griffin roast him, and whatever. He's like, I want you guys to roast each other as like a specialty roast, and we're like, shit. All right, do we do it? So we still weren't feeling great about it on Monday, and we called him up and we're like, we're still on the fence about it. He's like, just do it. Trust me, bro.
He's like, I think it'll be good for you guys to do something you're not used to doing.
So
and
we
you'll
wrote
be
the
good at it."
jokes, we learned the jokes, and we got up there, and it was so much fun. I mean, Nikki Glazer and Jeff and Jesselnick were the judges, and these are all our friends. I mean, they like judging. I was just them. They were just like, oh man, I love this. And it was like, unlike regular roast, it was kind of like our stand-up in an interesting way, where it was like, a little bit
Go
of a
back and forth within the roast.
a little bit of a dance back and forth, and people dug it, man, and we loved it. And now we do it in our act. We roast
That's
each
so
other.
cool.
In our act.
That's cool, man. I'm gonna go watch that tonight.
And you can find it online?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
cool. Okay,
Hell
I can
yeah,
check
man.
it out, dude.
For sure.
Fun.
Also, man, go watch my new podcast I have with my wife, Lisa Esparza. Do you even binge?
Do you even binge? And
Yeah,
hey,
dude.
watch this fool on our podcast,
Yes.
Dumb People Town. We'll have
So
you on.
good.
So
Hell
good.
yeah,
We'll have
man.
you on,
We'll have you
Oh,
on
thank
too.
you.
Thank you for being on, man.
I love you, man.
You know, man, you guys make me like, you know how like sometimes you watch a comic, right, and you want to go home, or you're
inspires
feeling
you.
down. It
Yeah.
inspires you. That's what Paul Rodriguez told me. He goes, "You made me want to work hard. You made me want to love stand up again." And that's what you guys do, man. Every time that show I did with you guys, it felt like, oh yeah, man. This is old school when we used to go hang out at Denny's and tag each other up.
Yes.
Totally.
Remember?
That's the
We were young, huh? Like,
were
you
young.
think about it, you go, man, what the fuck am I doing? I'm 30 years old,
Yeah.
4 a.m. in the morning. I gotta be somewhere at 9.
Right. We didn't give a shit, and we can do
You give a
both.
shit.
You could do
You
both.
could do
I
both.
Dude, I love it. man.
Remember you used to hang out, bro?
Dude, I be hanging out at Flappers till like 2 in the morning.
Yes.
Go eat at the fall spot next door, and like someone be coming up, like, what are we doing, bro? Like, it was just.
You're
I
living your
remember-
life. You're living your
being-
I
life.
can't see myself doing that now.
I remember hanging out real late,
Dude, you
bro.
couldn't make it through this whole podcast without pissing. There's no way.
Yeah, I
you
know
could
exactly.
do that.
That was the thing. Remember you told me, bro. And it's funny because your generation did it and I did it. Like you do a show somewhere else, and if you hook up with somebody, like maybe you did it, but you want to keep her there or keep her in LA. Yeah, man. What are you doing? Hey, man, we're all gonna go have beers and watch this crazy show.
Yeah.
And it was always a ding dong show.
I used to take dates to the Ding Dong show like in 2010 when there's nobody
Hilarious,
there, bro. We've been in the
Right.
back messing around,
That's
like
so great.
funny.
with Don like on stage, but like
Don Barry.
when I was in like my early 20s,
You're like, we need somewhere quiet.
somewhere private. Yeah.
We had the little people back then.
I don't want a lot of people around.
I know. I need
But I
my
feel like when you're
space.
like in your 20s, like
You're hiding because you
was
don't want to
always-
do a guest spot.
It was like an adventure every night. Like you would go the distance. Like let's get drunk, do comedy, get drunk. Let's go like maybe hook up or like go right after. You know,
Yeah,
if
dude,
you didn't hook
it's-
up, let's go dry. Right? You know,
Yeah, I
always
still
maintain
I
that.
still like I record all my sets
it's an
still.
adventure, man.
Yeah, dude.
And I
love
smoke a
that.
fat
I
ass
love that.
joint, and I go for a long walks, especially on the road.
Yeah.
I got them all right there. Like, boom, boom.
Oh, that-
Yeah, dude.
Be
Phenomenal.
tagging my shit up, bro.
Let's
Dude,
do
we'll
it,
tag
bro.
you all day.
What's up, Food Pocket? The Sklar Bros right here, man.
Love you
Go
guys.
check them out, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheap seats.
On all of it.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. That was fun.
you.
We took a picture.
Yeah, it was cool.